Mr. Belvedere.
Hello, Wesley. Have you and your sister finished your Easter baskets yet?
Well, Heather fell asleep watching TV. But I finished coloring all my eggs, see?
Oh, very nice. I can see a lot of effort went into these.
Thanks. You should see the big one I did. I think it just woke up. I swear! Now calm down, Heather. I don't want you to crack. Mr. Belvedere, look at me. What am I gonna do?
I don't know. A few jelly beans in the hair might set it off nicely.
I'm gonna get you, Wesley. I don't know how, and I don't know when, but I am gonna get you. Ha! She'll never get me right, Mr. Belvedere.
Not unless you fall asleep.
Who's got the notes on Parker versus Fox? That's going to be on the test for sure.
Ooh, I think I slept through that one.
Yeah, me too.
I've got them.
They're still out there, Belvedere.
Thanks for the update.
Sitting there in their little preppy sweaters. Skipping Biff or whatever the hell they're doing.
Stop spying, George. It's beneath even you.
No, it isn't. Besides, it's my house, and I can do what I want. Uh-oh, she's coming. Act natural.
Thanks for the coffee, Mr. Belvedere.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
We're almost done.
Oh, are they still here? I hadn't noticed.
George, I know you're not crazy about my study group, but they're a big help to me.
I know. Hey, so listen, after you give the 3 preps the heave-ho, you want to go out, grab a pizza or something? Just the 2 of us.
Oh, well, actually, the gang and I were thinking of going out and grabbing a couple of burgers just to unwind a little.
Gee, I didn't know the malt shop was open this late.
Hey, why don't you come along with us? We'd love to have you.
No, thanks. You kids run along.
Okay. See ya.
I could go for a pizza. Oh?
I was up almost the whole night waiting for Heather to sneak in and get even. But she never did.
Wesley, you know your sister would never do anything like that. She's a good egg. Besides, she's probably forgotten the entire incident.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere.
Hi, Heather.
Gee, Wes, you look awfully tired. Maybe you ought to lie down and take a little nap.
Hello, Kevin.
Gedag, Herr Belvedere. Hoe harni hafta idag?
Don't talk with your mouth full.
Mr. Belvedere, that's Swedish. I just asked you how your day was.
Oh. Then I should probably say something like, Bra, Kevin. Hur har du haft det?
Hey, you speak Swedish?
Lite grann.
Great. Hey, maybe you can help me out. I kind of have a little problem.
What's her name? Greta or Ingrid?
Dagmar.
My next guess.
She's an exchange student from Stockholm, and I really like her. The problem is her English isn't that good.
What do you want me to do?
Ask her out on a date for me.
Kevin.
No, come on, Mr. Belvedere. She'll be real impressed I got someone to ask her out in Swedish. Hello, Dagmar? It's Kevin. Yeah, hold on, Ski.
Hej, Dagmar. Det här är Kevins vän. Han skulle känna sig hedrad om du vill gå ut med herren imorgon kväll. Underbar. Hej då.
Well?
It's all set.
Oh, great.
I pick her up tomorrow at 7.
Hey, Marshall. How'd the test go? All that studying pay off?
I guess I did okay. Got a 97.
Hey, that's great, Mom. Congratulations.
Yeah. Move over, Jacoby and Myers. What you got there?
Oh, it's just a little car brochure. I've been thinking that when I graduate and open my practice, we're going to need another car.
We're getting a Porsche?
I don't know, maybe.
Huh.
What's the matter? They out of Maseratis?
George, it's just a nice, sporty little car. We're not going to need a big one.
Yeah, Dad, I think it's a terrific idea.
I can drive this one, and Kevin can have the wagon.
Gee, thanks, Mom. See you.
Oh, I gotta go.
Who's out there?
Oh, it's just Greg.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we're all meeting over at Rhonda's tonight. Oh, Mr. Belvedere, don't hold dinner for me, okay?
Fine.
I'm coming.
If you're getting that for me, I prefer the 5-speed.
If you want to drive a stick, Belvedere, go in the kitchen and grab a mop.
Problem, George?
It's Marcia. All of a sudden, she's buying sports cars and running around with all those little college friends, Wink and Dink or whatever. I hardly get to see her anymore.
Oh. Then maybe you should make the most of the time you do have.
Oh, yeah?
I could prepare a romantic little dinner for two, serve it, and then make myself scarce.
Hey, that sounds great, Belvedere. You're on.
Fine. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a menu to plan.
Morning, Mr. Belvedere.
Wesley, where have you been?
Oh, I spent the night in the station wagon under a beach towel with the spare tire pulled over me.
That's nice. But why?
Because Heather's still out to get me, so I hid in the last place she'd ever look and fooled her.
Would you like a little orange juice to go with your paranoia?
Yes, please. Hey, Wes. Sleep okay in the car? You stay away from me, she-devil.
Mr. Belvedere, I'm taking Dagmar to the movies tonight. We're gonna go see a Swedish film.
Oh, that's a wonderful idea.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe you could teach me some Swedish phrases like having a good time or whoops, my hand slipped.
How about, Dagmar? Det här är min bror och min sister.
Yeah, what's that mean?
That means this is my brother and sister. You're taking Heather and Wesley with you.
What? Oh, come on.
I'm not going to any stupid Swedish movie. It's probably Pippi Longstocking. I hate that broad.
Wesley!
Why do I have to go?
Because your father is surprising your mother with a candlelight dinner. And I promised him good food, fine wine, and no children.
Mr. Belvedere, I'm not gonna take them. You don't even...
Hi, kids. Morning, Mr. Belvedere. Anything wrong?
Nothing, Mrs. Owens? Coffee?
Oh, no breakfast. I'm late for school.
But you will be home for dinner tonight, won't you?
Sure, I should be home by 7.
Yeah, I should be home by then, too.
George, did you just wink at Mr. Belvedere?
Why not? You're never around.
Voila.
Oh, this ought to charm the pants off her.
That's up to you. Now, the children have been packed off to the movies, and after I've served you, I'll be toddling off myself.
Thanks, Belvedere. I really appreciate you going to all this trouble.
Well, I ought to go and check on dinner.
Why is it so dark in here?
Hello, Marcia. Surprise.
What's all this?
Oh, just a little something I had arranged for the two of us.
Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, honey, I can't.
What?
I just found out we're having a surprise quiz in contracts tomorrow.
Oh, big night for surprises, I guess.
Anyway, I gotta get these notes over to Rhonda's. The gang's waiting.
Well, tell him old George said hi.
I will. Oh, honey, this was really very sweet. I am really starved.
Bye.
I hope she likes the shrimp.
You believe that? I go to all the trouble of having you make this nice dinner, and she walks out.
George, I'm sure it's a very important little quiz.
Yeah, right. They all are.
Well, in any case, I better start clearing this away.
No, leave it. I'll eat it.
Fine.
Hey, where you going?
Excuse me?
Well, you made it for two. Why not pull up a seat? I mean, I'm sure you fixed some real good stuff, and just because her nibs can't make it doesn't mean we can't enjoy ourselves. Right, Belvedere?
Right, George.
Let's eat.
Thank you.
Samband med bordbadene.
Jaså?
Ja, visst. Mange flere enn man tror.
Would you like some popcorn?
Oh, no, thank you, Kevin. Still working on Milk Dud. And what are those people doing? They're all naked and rolling in the snow. Do you do stuff like that?
Yeah, sure, if it's good.
What is this? It looks like a dead pigeon.
George, it's a squab.
What's that?
A dead pigeon.
This stuff isn't bad.
Actually, roast squab was quite a favorite when I worked for the royal family.
I guess they attract a lot of pigeons just standing around the way they do.
George, the royal family have always been a symbol of pride and inspiration to the English people.
Hey, Belvedere.
Of course, you wouldn't understand that, since the nearest thing you colonials ever had to a royal family was the Dukes of Hazzard.
Look, I'm sorry. I never knew those guys were such a big deal to you.
Well, they are.
Tell you what, Belvedere. Just to show there's no hard feelings, we'll have a toast. A toast to the royal family.
All right. Splendid.
To the... To the House of Windsor. May they live long and rule wisely.
Here, here.
And may at least one of them find a job. You know, this whole thing isn't turning out so bad. Good grub, few laughs, nice candles. It's kind of pretty the way the flames seem to dance in your eyes. Hey, all I meant was...
I know, George. It's good to have some company.
Right, right. And if it's just a couple of guys sitting down together, splitting a pigeon, what's the big deal, right?
Right, George.
Nothing wrong with that.
I'm Frederick. Is this the Owens love nest?
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Hey, Kevin. Where's Heather?
Who cares?
I do. She's still out to get me.
I'm right here, Wesley.
Hey, what are you doing back of me?
Oh, nothing. Just enjoying these nice sticky nachos and giant orange drink with extra ice.
Come on, Heather, we're in public. Anything awful I ever did to you was in the privacy of our own home. You guys know.
Get off already. Shh. I'm really sorry about that.
It's okay.
Vad ska vi se dig?
Oh, Kevin, this is good part. Gunnar professes love to Olga, then throws himself into fjord. So romantic.
Wes, wake up.
No, leave him be. He's just a tired little fella.
Hey, Belvedere. Mind if I ask you something sort of personal?
Yes, but go ahead anyway.
You think I'm a jerk?
This is a trick question, isn't it?
I don't think you're a jerk. In fact, I almost sort of like you a lot.
Thank you, Georgie.
And listen, just because I say I like you, doesn't mean you have to say you like me.
All right.
Hey, come on.
All right, George. I like you too.
How much?
A bushel and a peck.
Thank you. Say, you guys mind if I take 5?
Sure, Freddie boy.
I'll be back in a minute, and I'll play you boys some nice show tunes.
Hey, pal, this whole thing was supposed to be for me and my wife. But she decided she'd rather be out with a couple of young college guys.
Well, you're certainly showing her.
Well, all good things.
Hey, Belvedere, I know a little secret about you.
No, do you?
I know about that little book you write in.
What little book?
You know, your diary. The one where you put all your snotty little comments in.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, it's not a diary, it's a journal. And it's none of your BIB's works. Sorry. Fine. Let's talk about something else.
Fine. Let's talk about Marcia.
Fine.
Sometimes she gives me a real pain.
You know something? Sometimes she gives me one, too. With her, I'll take my coffee in the nook, Mr. Belvedere. Or drop these off at the cleaners, Mr. Belvedere. Who died and made her queen?
Not me, that's for sure. The thing is, she used to be happy being Mrs. George Owens. Or at least I thought she was. But now all she cares about is being Miss Big Deal Attorney at Law. And I'm just getting in the way.
Now, George.
Pretty soon, she's gonna have her degree and her Porsche and her preppy friends. And I'm gonna lose her.
George, now you're being ridiculous.
She's gonna leave, and I'm gonna be all alone. Except for you.
There.
I'm home.
You broke this man's heart.
Hello, Marcia. Back so soon?
Sorry it got so late.
We don't care. We had fun without you.
Yeah, I can see that.
Actually, I had a rotten time. I didn't want to have a romantic dinner with him. I wanted to have a romantic dinner with you.
But, honey...
Don't but honey us. You're always too busy flitting around with your Chad and Jeremy, or whatever their names are, to care about his feelings.
Okay, Belvedere, take it easy.
Oh. I apologize, Mrs. Owens. I've been through rather a lot.
Come on, guys. I think it's time for us to go to bed.
I don't want to go to bed. I want to talk.
Okay, fine.
You go first.
Look, George, when I went back to school, we both knew we would have to make some pretty big sacrifices.
I know. But I didn't think you were going to miss dinner.
George.
Are you leaving me?
No.
Oh. Why not? I mean, you're smart and beautiful. You're going to be real successful. What are you hanging around me for?
That's a good question.
Look, honey, I know sometimes I get all wrapped up in law school and myself. And sometimes I forget about some other things that are even more important.
Like what?
Like being with my husband, whom I love very, very much.
A bushel and a peck? That's how much Belvedere likes me.
A bushel and a peck and a hug around the neck. Come on, guys, upstairs.
Certainly. Coming, George?
After you.
No, Mrs. Owens.
Yes?
do something about that mess, would you?
Come on, Heather. Why don't you just do something and get it over with?
I don't know. Maybe tomorrow.
Mr. Belvedere.
What?
Heather could have gotten revenge against me last night while I fell asleep in the movies, but she didn't. It's driving me crazy.
I know. It's more fun that way.
Mr. Belvedere, you gotta help me.
All right, Heather. Stop tormenting your brother and do something to him.
But I don't want to.
Heather, do what Mr. Belvedere tells you.
All right, all right.
Now say thank you to your sister.
Thank you, Heather.
Although it's scarcely 8 o'clock, the children and I have been banished to our rooms, as George and Marcia are finally having their romantic dinner for two. I certainly hope they're enjoying the squab croquettes I prepared. I think I got all the bones out. Speaking of things sticking in your throat, I still can't believe George said he liked me. If the truth be known, I'm quite fond of him too. But that's my little secret. And it's going to stay that way.
What do you think of this outfit?
Oh, lovely. But why are you wearing your necklace around your waist?
I think you look very nice, honey. Another big date with Gary?
Yeah, I'm really excited. We've been dating for 3 months now, and tonight I think he's gonna finally do it.
Do what?
Give me his socks. His socks? Well, yeah. They're a symbol of our mutual love and commitment. See, I'll sleep with them on so he can keep me warm at night.
Honey, sometimes I worry about you.
I wouldn't worry until he gives her his boxer shorts. I thought the news was on.
We're watching Brainbusters.
Not another insipid game show.
But this one's unique. They put kids and adults on the same team.
Yeah, and I know most of the answers.
That would make it unique.
Here comes the lightning round. All right, guys, I'm going to whip you now.
Good luck to our contestants. First question. Who won the 1984 World Series?
Tigers!
Who wrote The Last of the Mohicans?
James Fenimore Cooper.
What was the name of the dog in The Thin Man? What is the scientific name for aspirin?
White pills. Acetylsalicylic acid.
That was my next guess.
Boy, Dad, if you and I went on this show, we could really clean up.
I don't know, Wes.
This week's grand champions and Brainbusters will receive a prize package including a cordless telephone, a laptop computer, a CD player, a digital keyboard, and a Lamborghini.
On the other hand...
I'm way ahead of you, Dad. I applied last week.
All right.
Boy, wouldn't it be great? Wesley T. Owens making his TV debut on Brainbusters.
Funny. I always thought it would be on America's Most Wanted.
Life stinks and then you die.
I take it Gary did not give you his socks.
No, he gave me the boot.
I'm sorry.
What happened? Gary broke up with me. He said I was smothering him. Can you believe it? After I ate lunch with him every day and called him twice every single night. Boys are crazy. I hate them. I am never going out again.
Oh, Heather, there are plenty of other fish in the sea.
Thank you, Mrs. Paul.
Now, look, I remember when Ricky Baldwin broke up with me. I thought it was the end of the world, too. But then I met your father.
I thought you were trying to cheer her up.
Hey, big guy.
Hello, George.
Junk. Bill. One here for you, pal.
A subpoena?
I don't believe it. They want us to try out for Brainbusters this Friday.
You're kidding.
This is radical. We're going to be a team.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Oh, come now, Heather. There is no use wallowing in self-pity.
Why not?
Because you're wallowing in my rocky road.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Oh, Miss Belvedere, can you iron this for me? I've got a hot date tonight with Myra Banks.
I know what you're up to. You're going to pretend to be real sweet and caring, but you're just going to toy with her affections until you fling her aside like a rag doll, just like all men, you heartless scud. Bucket!
How did she know?
Hi, honey. What are you reading? The Wretched Vomit of Existence.
Heather, you do have to get on with your life.
Life is a tale told by an idiot.
Speaking of which, George called. He'll be late for dinner.
Look, Heather, just sitting around here all day moping isn't going to do you any good. Hey, what do you say we spend the afternoon at the mall?
I don't want to go to the mall.
Sorry, I was startled by something.
Heather, get up. Now, we are going to the mall. I'm going to buy you something frivolous and expensive, and you are going to like it.
Why don't you just make me walk over hot coals?
Move!
Off to your tryout?
Yep.
George, don't you think you should wash your hands before you leave?
What?
Your hands are all blue.
It's a skin condition.
1492, 1776, 1941. Oh, dear, we're breaking out in historical dates.
I'm trying to cover all the bases.
George, you cannot put all the trivia of the world on your body.
Can I borrow yours? It's okay to be a little nervous.
I'm fine, Dad.
I was talking to myself.
So, I see we have our would-be brainbusters already in place. You know who I am.
Who?
Tony Hopper, Dad, the host.
Oh, right. Didn't recognize you in this light.
No problemo. We asked you here to test how you respond to the game situation. Now, don't lean into your mic. Speak up, project, and, hey, be yourselves, huh?
Got it, Tone.
Yeah. Well, I'd first like to greet the Lees from Virginia.
Hi, Tony. I am Trawa, and this is my son, Travo.
I'm Tara and this is my son, Boomdier.
I did the jokes, huh?
I'm Wesley, and this is my dad, George.
Okay. Well, remember the rules. Hit the buzzer when you think you know the answer. We'll give you 50 points if you're right, but we'll penalize you if you're wrong. My first question. It's okay to be aggressive, but let's wait for the category. Okay, babe?
Sure thing, babe.
Who was the president of the United States? George?
Rutherford B. Hayes.
No. Who was the president of the United States when we entered World War I? Yes, Bravo.
Thomas Woodrow Wilson?
Wrong. That's correct.
Thomas?
That was his name, Dad.
Moving on. Name the famous dog.
Benji.
Wrong again. Name the famous dog who almost cost Richard Nixon an election. Yes, Wesley.
Checkers.
That's correct.
Hey, way to go, sport. What a kid. Is he a chip off the old block or what?
Can we proceed?
Sure.
Okay. Now, who won the Triple Crown? Yes, George.
Secretariat. No, Seattle Sloop. No, affirmed.
Are you sure?
Yeah, yes.
Who won the Triple Crown in baseball in 1967? Yes, Troy.
Carl Yastrzemski.
That is correct.
Hey, that was a trick question.
Hi, we're back.
Hi.
We went to this really trendy place called Safari Junction. I got these earrings made out of chicken beaks.
Lovely. When you tire of them, I'll be able to use them for soup stock.
Heather, will you please take this stuff upstairs? I've got to do some research for this legal seminar tomorrow.
A seminar tomorrow? Well, I thought we could go to the museum or the symphony or the Gap.
Heather, I do have a job.
That's okay. I understand. I'll be happy sitting at home, alone, writing poetry that doesn't rhyme.
Well, look, maybe I can squeeze in an hour or two.
Okay.
Well, are we brain busters yet?
The bust part is right.
What happened?
Well, the producers kind of liked me, but Dad tried to beat up the host.
Look, I'm sorry I let you down, pal. It's just, well, I hated his guts.
That's okay, Dad. What did I want with this stupid Lamborghini anyway?
Don't be distraught, George. It was only a silly game show. Yeah. A mindless parade of absolutely useless information.
You're right.
So, you want to go on with me, Mr. Belvedere?
Wesley, I thought you'd never ask.
Hey!
You should be studying the almanac.
I'm taking a break. I've been at it all day.
Wesley, if you are going to be my partner on Brainbusters, you must be prepared. Now, I want you to memorize the state capitals.
I know the state capitals.
In Hebrew?
I brought these from the library like you asked.
Thank you, Kevin.
Will and Ariel Durant's Story of Civilization. I have the Encyclopedia Britannica in the trunk.
Are you trying to kill me?
A tempting thought, but I think we should wait until after the game show. Where are you going?
To school. At least there I can give my mind a rest.
He'll be back.
It's Saturday.
And there was a whole chocolate mousse cake in here this morning. Who ate it?
Guess.
The brain that ate Pittsburgh?
Oh, bye, honey. I'm running a little late. Oh, but I'll see you at the mall after school, won't I?
Oh, I don't think so. I may have to appear in court this afternoon.
Oh, but there's going to be this big styling demo at Snyder's Beauty Salon.
Heather, we have been to the mall every afternoon for a week. What's another day?
Oh, great. See ya.
You two have been spending a lot of time together lately.
Yeah.
You've been spending more than that.
Honey, I promise to ease up as soon as she starts dating again, or we go broke.
What three-dimensional figure has 12 sides?
A dodecahedron.
Where was the Ouija board invented?
Baltimore.
How high is a volleyball net?
7 feet 11 and 5/8 inches, Mr. Belvedere. This is boring.
Perhaps we should have a little fun. Let's recite the periodic table of elements.
Oh, can we?
Now, I always find the best way to memorize a complex list is to set it to music. Hum. Hydrogen and helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine.
Excuse me, I'm going to move in with the Huffnagels.
Hydrogen and helium, lithium.
Oh, Wes, am I glad to see you? You are? No, not really. No, honey, I just mean that it's a relief to see anyone other than Heather.
Yeah, she has that effect on me, too.
I don't know. All I wanted to do was help her out with her boy problems. Now I've created a monster.
At least you're not stuck with Britannica fats. Last night I was in the bathroom. He slipped me a copy of Who's Who in Albania under the door with a note saying he'd be giving me a quiz when I came out.
Well, honey, sooner or later they will return to their normal selves. And until then, we're just going to have to try to be patient and understanding.
Yeah, I guess so.
Mom?
Wesley!
In the meantime, head for the hills.
I just took the trash out again. It's supposed to be Wes's job.
Wesley is otherwise engaged.
Big Guy, aren't you driving him a little hard? I mean, a brain can only absorb so much information, and then it, well, could short circuit.
You ought to know.
All I'm saying is Wes is just a kid.
A kid with a mission.
Huh?
Only once in his life can he strive to become grand champion brainbuster. His moment has arrived, and so has mine. Together, we shall ride the road to fame and glory.
You ate that moose cake, didn't you?
Thank you. Welcome back to Brainbusters. We have a new pair of challengers with us today. Wesley Owens, tell us about yourself.
I'm 13 years old and I'm in the 8th grade at Beaver Falls Junior High.
That's great. That's just great. Let's hear it for Wes. Wes's partner is Lynn Belvedere. Tell us about yourself, Lynn.
Well, Tony, I was valet to Winston Churchill, a confidant to Gandhi, and a housekeeper to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II.
Couldn't hold a job, huh, pal? Well, enough chit-chat. Let's bust some brains. Thank you, Brain. Who wrote the book? Little Women. Yes, Lynn.
Louisa May Alcott.
Correct for 50 points. Who was our first vice president? Lynn.
John Adams.
Correct for another 50 points. What is the fastest land mammal? Wesley.
The cheetah.
Lynn.
The Polyvettian Dances by Borodin.
Right again, that's 6 in a row. In the comic strip Thimble Theater, who was the ruler of Nazalia? Yes, Lynn.
King Blozo.
Amazing. Even our computer didn't know that one. That makes the score Belvedere and what's his name? 2,000. The Lees have 300. We'll be right back after these important messages.
Why have you been kicking me under the table?
Because you're hogging every answer.
I know my stuff, don't I?
Sure you do. Elephants never forget.
Don't be such a twit. We're here to win, aren't we?
You're here to win. You don't even need me.
Of course I need you. They wouldn't let me in the show without you. Hope I win a jet ski.
I hope you drown ski.
Boys, settle down. We have to set up for our new lightning round.
Hey, welcome back to Brainbusters and our all-new super goopy lightning round. Our adults will now move to their penalty chairs.
Super goopy?
And why are they strapping Mr. Belvedere down?
Nobody told me about this.
Let me clear it up for you, Lynn. You see, in this round, only the junior partner gets to answer. But if he's wrong, Mom, Dad, or Grumpy here has to face the super goopy consequences.
What?
Ready, Trevor?
Uh-huh.
Ready, Wes?
let me get this straight. If I give a wrong answer, something bad's gonna happen to Mr. Belvedere?
You got it.
I'm ready.
Let's begin. Thanks again, Brain. Name the young French maid who was divinely inspired to fight the British. Yes, Wes.
Tina Turner.
No, it was Joan of Arc. Looks like you laid an egg, Wes. Let's try again. What was the name of the group whose members were John, Paul, George, and Ringo? Yes, Wes?
The Supreme Court.
No, we were thinking of the Beatles. Say, Lynn, that egg makes a pretty scanty breakfast. What do you say we had some oatmeal?
Why is this happening to me?
Why not? Moving on. What was the nationality of the 17th century painter Rembrandt? Yes, Wes.
Now, I think he was Dutch, or else he came from Cleveland. Yeah, Cleveland.
No, he was Dutch. You remember the Dutch, don't you? Famous for their cheese, their tulips, their chocolate.
What's happening, man?
Are you kidding? He's doing great. Wesley, you are doing this on purpose.
Oh, next question. To three figures, what is the value of pi? Yes, Wesley.
The value of pi is $1.79.
No, pi equals 3.14. But speaking of pi...
Oh, no!
Oh, yes! We mustn't forget the whipped cream.
Hi, Mom. Have you seen Heather?
Where?
Well, when you see her, will you tell her that Bobby called and everything's on for tonight?
Bobby? Who's Bobby?
Oh, I don't know. Some guy she's been dating. Didn't she tell you?
Heather!
Hi, Mom, what's up?
Have you been dating somebody behind my back?
You mean like a boy?
No, a wombat. Yes, of course, a boy.
Well, yeah, sorta.
But what about Gary? What about your depression? What about my credit card bills?
Mom, if you want, I'll take all those clothes back.
What?
I don't care about the clothes.
Why did we spend so much time shopping?
It's just it gave me a chance to be with you. You know, just the two of us. I mean, I'm gonna be going to college soon, and we may not have time like this again. And I guess I just didn't want to see it end.
Come here, you. I will always be your mom. Whenever you need me.
I'm glad. And I got to admit, I do look pretty hot in this jumpsuit.
Yeah, I look pretty good in mine, too.
Hey, I have an idea. How about if I buy you something?
Okay. What do you have in mind?
How about a chocolate sundae? Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
Despite my humiliation, the events on Brainbusters turned out all right. I displayed my breadth of knowledge to the world. However, I was rather sorry to lose that jet ski.
Mr. Belvedere,
Yes, Wesley?
are you still mad at me?
Certainly not.
Can I come in?
By all means. Cleveland, indeed. Give me that, you bloodworm.
Hey, Craig.
Hey, Wes, what's up?
Fine. Now they're double teaming me.
Mr. Belvedere, this is Craig Larrabee.
How'd you do?
Hi.
He just moved here from Texas.
I lived there a month, and before that it was Alaska, Venezuela, and Saudi Arabia.
Are you wanted by the law like Wesley?
My dad drills for oil, and we never stay in any place too long.
Well, next time you move, take him with you.
Come on, Craig.
Wesley, don't forget you have some leaves to rake.
Oh, I can't. I'm supposed to tutor Craig. My English teacher asked me to get him up to speed.
If there's anything you want to know about literature, I am an expert.
Yeah, and he does a great impression of Moby Dick.
Hey, let's look for that hot Cher video. I hear she has a new tattoo.
Craig, Mrs. Bunger assigned us a book report.
All right. What book are you doing?
A Tale of Two Cities. It's really cool and bloody, and everybody gets their heads cut off.
Wow, you're really into this, Wes. I bet you could dash your book report off in 10 minutes.
Well, I've never actually timed myself.
Hey, maybe. Nah, forget it.
What?
Well, maybe. You could dash one off for me. It would really help me catch up with all my studying.
I don't know.
Look, Wes. My dad can get us tickets to the U2 concert on Saturday night, but I have to have all my homework done. And if you help me out on this paper, we could be sitting front row center.
George, what are you doing to my kitchen?
Well, about once a year I get a craving for tapioca pudding.
Are you going to take a bath in it?
Come on, big guy. Give it a taste. It really goes down smooth.
Not bad.
Har, har, har.
What is your secret ingredient? Tabasco sauce?
Oh, 150 proof rum. Are you okay?
No, it's just that I have a nervous stomach.
Nervous? If I was your stomach, I'd be terrified.
Your feeble wit doesn't help.
You know, my father used to have pains like that, and he had an ulcer.
Funny how it follows you around.
Hey, big guy, how much of that antacid you been chugging down?
Oh, don't worry, George. Everything's under control.
Dr. Hodes thinks that Mr. Belvedere has an ulcer.
I think Dr. Hodes is a charlatan.
Now, there's no point denying it, Mr. Belvedere. The pictures don't lie.
What pictures?
These.
Oh, my God! What is it?
Mr. Belvedere's stomach.
Looks like they used a wide-angle lens.
This is the ulcer, this inflammation of the stomach lining.
You know, this is kind of fascinating in a really gross and disgusting way. What's this?
It looks like a Louisiana license plate.
I'm glad you're all having so much fun at my expense.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Belvedere. And believe me, we're all going to help you get better.
Uh-oh.
Can't believe it. Mrs. Bunker just gave me a D- on my book report.
The old battle axe? She gave me an F.
Uh-oh. Battle axe at 12 o'clock.
Hello, children.
Hello, Mrs. Bunker.
Craig, you left your math book in my class.
Oh, thanks, Mrs. Bunger.
Oh, and I wanted to tell you how much I enjoyed your book report. And yours, Wesley, was also competent. But I'm very disappointed in the rest of you. You've been fiddling while Rome burns.
Who's been fiddling? I can't even play kazoo.
I can play the cello.
So I'm gonna let you buy me lunch, Trobo.
Thanks.
Boy, you've only been here a week and you've already got Bunker figured out. What's your secret?
I told her she had great legs. See you guys later.
Boy, he's really smart. So cool.
Well, he's not all that great.
What do you mean?
Well, I really shouldn't say, but I sort of wrote his report for him to help him out.
You did? I'm shocked.
Hey, don't rat on me, okay?
I'm shocked that you do such a sweet thing for a relative stranger, but not for a very special friend. Who'd be very, very appreciative.
Hi, Miss Belvedere.
Hello, Kevin.
These cold-cut heroes are great. Especially with the Bermuda onions, the provolone, the Russian dressing just dripping.
Kevin!
Oh, yeah, I heard about your ulcer thing. So, how are your strained turnips?
Here you go, big guy. We got you some great grub at the store.
Grub! My favorite!
Yogurt, watercress, rice cakes, tofu squares.
We also got you this pamphlet, 101 Ways to Prepare Cottage Cheese.
I shall treasure it always.
You know, big guy, you're taking this a lot better than I thought.
That shouldn't surprise you, George. My English character has taught me the value of self-discipline. Speaking of that, it's time to indulge in another English tradition.
Hi. What are you doing? What's the matter? Mr. Belvedere's going to drink tea. He can't do that.
Why not?
Well, it's bad for your ulcer. I read it in your medical brochure.
She's right. Tea is chock full of caffeine. I can be murder on your stomach lining.
Bourgeois, I'm not going to forego tea.
You don't have to. There are herbal teas you can drink.
Well, yeah, like Floral Sunset and Lullaby Spice.
I'd rather drink motor oil.
Suit yourself, but regular tea is a no-no.
Here, make yourself some cottage cheese soup.
How's it going, Marjorie?
I got an A- on our paper.
I must have been a little tired.
Hey, Wes.
Trouble, Lewis.
Owen. I thought we were friends.
Huh?
Friends don't write book reports for other people that throw off the class curve.
Word gets around, doesn't it?
Tell you what, I'll let you write my next paper, and I'll tell my pals in the wrestling team not to twist you up like a pretzel.
You're all heart, Lewis.
Don't tell anyone. Come on, Trovo. I'll let you buy me lunch.
Swell.
This report stuff is getting out of hand.
Hey, Wes. Hey, Marge.
Hey, Craig.
Hi.
Thought you might like this, Wes. In Excess in Concert.
Whoa, how much do I owe you?
You don't have to pay me. It's yours.
What, Craig?
Hey, Wes, we're buddies, right? Maybe you can help me out with another report sometime.
I so missed you, old friend.
No, I heard noises. They're coming from downstairs.
Be careful.
thought you were a burglar. What are you doing up? Hey, you ain't trying to cheat on your diet, are you? Well, I know this diet stuff is tough to take, but you gotta stick with it. There's no substitute for health. Strange place to floss your teeth.
Hello. Oh, hi, Louis. A paper in War and Peace by Thursday? I'll get back to you. Come in.
Hello, Wesley. Are you all right? You haven't been pestering me lately.
I've been working kind of hard.
Yes, and you should be rewarded. So I bought you some yummy tea.
I don't drink tea.
Oh. Too bad. Well, it's a shame to let all this go to waste.
Good boy, Spot. Mr. Belvedere, put that down. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Look, I told you I'm not taking any more clients. Thanks, I already have Super Bowl tickets on the 50-yard line.
Hey, Wes, when are you going to come up for some air?
Sometime in July. Unless everyone goes to summer school.
Hey, you got any rejects for me? I don't have to get an A every time.
Just get off my back, Craig.
Hey, come on. Friends help each other out.
You're gonna have to write this one yourself.
But you're so much faster than I am, and you're way hip to what Bunger wants.
Sorry.
I thought we were friends here, and now you're helping everybody else out, but you're just dumping me?
Look, I'll get to it if I can. Can you hand me that copy of War and Peace? It's on the bed.
Yeah. Okay, sure.
This is Pride and Prejudice.
Oh, right. Sorry.
This is Franny and Zooey.
Oh, give me a break.
What's the matter with you? Can't you read? Can't you? Hey, you're not kidding. You really can't read.
Just forget it. I'm out of here.
So that's why you've been getting me to write your reports and skipping class and stuff.
Yeah.
You're a bigger con artist than I am.
Hey, you think this is easy? Doodling in my notebook trying to make it look like I'm writing? Or bringing a tape recorder to class and hoping the batteries don't run out?
Why didn't you just learn how to read?
I did, in the 2nd grade. And then my dad started bouncing all over the place and never had a chance to catch up.
There are special classes you can take.
Yeah, with a bunch of 6-year-olds. Anyway, if I let anybody find out about this, they'd think I was stupid.
I don't think you're stupid. You're smart enough to fool me.
So?
So all you have to do is learn how to read. And I think I know how you can do it.
Look, I'm not Einstein. You're going too fast for me.
You were doing great.
Yeah, right. Dick, Jane, and Spot. See Spot run. Like that's real life.
It is around here.
Well, forget it. I've just been wasting my time. I quit.
You can't. We have to read our reports in front of Bunger's class tomorrow. What are you going to do?
Oh, goody. The Rat Patrol.
We were so worried about you.
Oh,
We know it's almost 4 o'clock. You must want some tea.
really?
Well then, here you go.
Oh, my. I don't understand.
Then just relax, Heather. Pour him some tea.
Here you go.
Now just lean in and smell the aroma. Breathe in the steam. Yummy, isn't it?
Yes.
You'd like some, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Bad, Mr. Belvedere, bad!
What are you doing?
Aversion therapy. We're gonna make you hate the sight of teeth.
That is ridiculous.
Exactly.
Why are you doing this to me?
Because we love you.
Well, I guess that's enough punishment for one day. Go ahead, take your reward.
Bad Belvedere!
You are maniacs, both of you. You make Wesley look like Santa Claus.
As you know, today is book report day. And now, who would like to read theirs first? Craig's work has been excellent recently. Where is he? There you are, Craig. You may favor us with a recitation.
Huh?
I'd be happy to read mine, Mrs. Bunker.
No, Wesley. It's probably smut.
Yes, ma'am.
You may sit. And you, Craig, may begin.
Well, I'm not very good in front of an audience.
We're all your friends here.
Yeah, well, I, kind of have this sore throat.
Craig, read it or weep.
This is a book report about a book called The Little Engine That Could. He read a baby book.
Now, who needs this?
Craig,
Come on, cut him some slack.
we can't read.
Well, at least he's doing his own work, which is more than I can say for a lot of people.
Wesley, what are you saying?
I'm saying that there are some people who can read but don't have the brains to do it. And there are other people who can't read but have the guts to do something about it.
I think you and I have something to discuss after class. You may sit. And now, Craig, you may continue.
Look, do I have to? It's so dumb.
I'll be the judge of that. And if any one of you makes a sound, it'll be your last.
I liked the train because I know how it felt. No one thought it could get over the hill, but it tried real hard and made it anyway.
I cannot go on much longer, George. I just got to have my tea. My British blood cries out.
Easy, big guy. Let's watch a little TV.
Oh, all right. What's on?
Well, let's see. Here's a documentary. Good. On the Teapot Dome scandal. Well, what about Wall Street Week? They're discussing T-bills.
No, they're not. What's this?
This is that old movie, Tea and Sympathy.
This is a bloody conspiracy.
Refreshing iced tea, anyone?
Miss Snowins.
Sugar? Lemons? Caffeine?
Hey, relax. What about a pillow?
My, oh my, George, that's quite a tea bag.
Hi, I'm back from Disneyland.
I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle, here is my spout.
George, make them stop.
Hey, fool! Who you calling George? I'm Mr. T.
Everybody! Picture you upon my knee. Tea for two and two for tea. Me for you and you for me alone. We will raise a family.
And all of us will drink your tea. Hey, wake up, big guy, wake up.
Yeah, what?
You were yelling horrible, horrible. Were you having a nightmare?
No, George. I was dreaming about your golf pants.
Where are you going?
Where I shall never have any more nightmares.
Mr. Belvedere, please don't go away.
Stay back! I shall have tea, even if I have to flap my arms and fly to London.
Talk about a jumbo jet.
Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
Wesley's friend Craig is now enrolled in remedial reading classes, freeing Wesley to do what he does best, serve detention. But his sentence was commuted because he acted so nobly in the cause of literacy. Meanwhile, I just flew in from England, and boy, are my arms tired. Happily, my doctor says I'm well enough to resume drinking tea in moderation. He attributes my recovery to diet, but I wonder if it has more to do with the 3 weeks Wesley spent writing, tutoring, and leaving me alone.
Mr. Belvedere, be careful if you take a bath tonight. My alligator's in the tub.
Well, that answers that.
Oh, boy, we showed them 48-6.
But they did their best, so let us not gloat or act superior.
Well, where'd you learn to slam dunk like that?
Well, the stilt taught me the slam part.
And he learned to dunk at Donut World.
Hi, everybody. Hi, honey.
So you ready to go?
Yep, let's go.
Where are you guys off to?
Garage sales. I'm helping Kevin find some stuff for his apartment.
Hey, Kev, there's a lot of junk up in the attic. Help yourself.
Oh, thanks. You know, I might take that horse with the clock in his stomach.
Oh, that was a wedding gift.
Well, let me know if there's anything else you guys want to get rid of.
How about Wesley?
Hey, is that old Spot?
What did we tell you about letting him run around without a leash?
Well, he always comes back in time for Lassie.
Oh, no. He's chasing Grandma Huffnagel.
Oh, that old broad can really hustle with that rocker.
Oh, she's gonna try and hurdle the hedge.
What a job!
Pity she swallowed her cigar.
What's the matter?
Has your dog been on this counter?
No.
Then why are there paw prints on my carrot cake?
Come on, Spot. I think it's time for a walk.
Aren't you forgetting something?
Okay. Boy, I'd sure hate to be on a leash.
Yes, but the rest of us would feel far safer.
Hey, Ken. Oh, hi, Hey, Miss Belvedere.
Hi, Ken. Oh, it looks like you found a garage sale.
Yep, sure did. And I found some really great stuff for my apartment. What do you think?
Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. What is it?
Beats me, but it only costs $25.
Oh, then you've got some change coming.
Boy, this thing is heavy.
What you got there?
It's a chair. Heather bought it.
Well, at least she bought something that has a name.
Come on, I have to take it upstairs.
Oh, just a minute, just a minute. If I'm not mistaken, this looks like a Chippendale chair. Why, yes, I'd say 18th century.
Wow,
Yeah.
just think how many tushies have sat in it.
I don't think you quite grasp my point. This is a genuine antique.
Really?
Oh, yes. Properly restored, it might be worth a great deal of money.
Really?
Yes. I'd say several $1,000s.
Really?
Stop that.
And I only paid $5 for it, and you thought it was a piece of junk. I'm rich. I'm gonna buy a car, and a condo, and an Epilady.
Hey, wait a minute. I loaned you that $5. Means the chair's mine.
Well, it was my idea to go to the garage sale in the first place.
Oh, and now, children, why don't you restore it together and share the profits?
What?
I don't know.
Or each take half.
Opera, ballet, Shakespeare. Geez, 64 channels and there's nothing decent to watch.
Well, then why don't we just talk?
Okay.
Mom, Dad.
Go do your homework.
I don't have any homework.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. I don't think we've met. I'm Marcia Owens, and this is my husband.
This isn't a social call. I found your dog in my yard, hanging around my prize poodle, Fifi.
Well, maybe you wanted to buy her a drink.
You don't seem to understand. I've paid over $800 in stud service.
Then why are you in such a bad mood?
I'm warning you. I don't ever want to see that unmannered, ill-bred little runt of yours in my yard again.
And that goes for you, too, Spot.
You are about to be put in the hands of a true professional.
Kevin, what are you doing?
Oh, just a little sanding. No problem, really.
Well, you can't use it on the chair. You'll turn it into sawdust. Look, I went to the bookstore and I got these.
The art of woodworking, restoring antique furniture, loins of fire.
I thought it was a cookbook.
Yeah, well, why don't you find the recipe, and I'll take care of the chair.
Look, Kevin, this chair is worth a lot of money. If we're going to refinish it, we're going to do it right. Now, we start with this.
What do you want me to do, brush my teeth?
Oh, we're going to use it to get every particle out of every crevice.
Well, why don't we just soak it in efferdance?
Boy, you should have seen it. Spot saw Fifi and took off. Dad chased him across the park, through the duck pond, and finally caught him in the garbage dump.
My George, you look dog-tired.
I'm sorry, Dad. Spot's not in control. He's in love with Fifi.
Oh, Wesley, don't be silly. Dogs don't fall in love. They beget.
Beget? Mm-hmm. What is it with you British? You're so uptight and proper. Why don't you just come out and say what you mean?
Very well. You're an idiot.
You know, we really should get him fixed.
Good idea.
What do you mean, get him fixed?
Oh, well, it's an operation, honey. And afterwards, Spot won't be able to make puppies.
And he won't be so interested in Belvedere's leg.
Okay, I guess this is for your own good. Come on, boy. Well, I can still call you that.
This had better be good. I was in the middle of a meatball hoagie.
Oh, trust me, you'll love this.
Well, here it is.
Why, it's magnificent.
Well, it should be. We worked on it for 3 months.
Now let's sell the sucker.
Oh, do we really have to?
What do you mean?
Well, it's just I've grown so attached to her. The arch of her back, the curve of her legs, the roundness of her seat.
You've been reading Loins of Fire.
Look, I don't want to sell Penelope.
You named the chair Penelope?
Hey, Belvedere! Hurry up with my pants!
Here they are, freshly ironed. Would you like to get that? Just a moment.
Okay.
Why, Mrs. Dodd, do come in.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I didn't have my pants on.
Must run in the family. These squirming, ugly little trolls belong to you.
What?
I warned you this would happen if you didn't keep that mutt of yours out of my yard.
Our Spot and your Fifi? No, I'm afraid that's impossible.
What do you want, a videotape? There's that four-legged Casanova.
Mrs. Dodd, Spot was neutered right before Fifi went into heat.
Yeah. Wes here took him to the vet, right, champ?
Yeah, I took Spot to the vet.
You see, if my son said he took the dog, then he took him.
Mom.
I mean, Wesley may be many things.
Mom.
But I will not have you marching in here only to suggest that my son is deceitful, duplicitous, or dishonest. It's simply not in his nature.
Mom, Spot never got fixed.
What?
I took him to the vet's office, but I didn't leave him there. He never had the operation.
Now, that's the Wesley I know.
Wes, why didn't you get the dog fixed?
Dad always said if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Look, I took him to the vet's office, and the lady behind the counter was about to take him, and then Spot gave me this look.
What look?
This look.
Wesley, the dog was just nervous. And I don't blame him.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Ken.
Hey, who's puppies?
Spots. He made whoopee with Fifi.
Way to go, macho pup. I mean, bad Spot, bad.
Look, from now on, I'll keep him on his leash, and I won't let him go near any girl dogs, I promise.
Oh, guess again, mister. This dog's going to the vet's right now.
But, Mom...
Believe me, it's for the best.
Well, what if it's against his religion?
Hey, come on, pal. No dog's got a religion.
What about Saint Bernard's? You know, you're going to have to find homes for these.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it's going to be your responsibility to watch them, to feed them, and to scoop the poop. Do you understand?
Don't worry, Mr. Belvedere. I'll take care of everything, I promise.
Come on, Wes. I'll take you to school.
Okay. See ya.
I distinctly told you to stay in your box. Hmm? Are you trying to vex Mr. Belvedere? Hmm?
Hey, Belvedere, look who I found eating your ding-dongs. He had that cream filling all over his face, just like you get.
Today has been a slice of heaven.
Look out! That was pretty close. You almost made a puppy pancake.
Thank you, George. I'm so relieved.
Think how he feels.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Mr. Belvedere.
Hey, you found homes for any of these dogs yet?
Well, I asked around at school, but everybody I know already has a pet. Except Miss Ryan, who said if she wanted a hairy beast in bed, she'd get married again.
Well, you better get with it, pal.
I will. I guess these guys were a lot of trouble today, huh?
Yes, but I decided to look on the bright side, keep a positive attitude, and one day, get even. How nice. No puppies, no people. Ah.
Oh, hi, Miss Belvedere.
Hello.
What are you doing out here?
I was just admiring your handiwork.
Yeah, well, we've been talking to antique dealers, and they say our chair could be worth $4,000 or $5,000.
Oh, what do they know?
Well, Nuts convinced me to sell the chair. We're going to use the money to buy more antiques.
Yeah, maybe go into our own business.
Yeah, isn't that a great idea?
No, I mean, I wouldn't rush into anything.
You know, it's funny, I've never even sat in it.
Oh, and you shouldn't. I mean, it's extremely delicate.
Are you kidding? This baby's so well built it could take a bull elephant.
I wouldn't be too sure of that.
Go ahead, try it out.
So there's 2 outs. It's the bottom of the 5th, and Manny Sanguian steps to the plate. He starts scratching himself. That's something ball players and you guys have in common. Anyway, so as he gets up to the plate, he steps
Look
to
at that. The vet said he's going to be fine. Now, remember, boy, you're supposed to take it easy for a couple days. Oh, I'm too glad that's over.
I don't think it's over. What about these guys?
You mean Larry, Moe, and Curly?
Yeah. You know, you found homes for only 2 of the puppies.
So?
So we can't keep them forever.
What am I going to do?
Well, maybe you could try running an ad in the paper.
Huh?
Well, you know, something catchy like, hurry up and adopt a cute little mutt before it gets squashed under Belvedere's butt.
I think I can top that.
Excuse me.
Hello. We've come about the ad for the puppies.
Are you Wesley?
Bite your tongue.
Hi, Mr. Belvedere.
Your ad has had quite a response. What did you say?
Oh, nothing special?
So when's the drawing for the cruise?
What cruise?
Well, it says adopt a puppy and you could be the lucky winner of a free cruise to the Bahamas aboard the SS Belvedere.
Is that a big ship?
I'm sorry, there is no cruise. It was just a ploy to get you here.
But I've already bought my bikini.
What about the free prizes?
Yeah, the color TV, the satellite dish. My very own butler for a week.
Wesley.
Well, okay. So there's no cruise and no prizes. But look at these puppies. Wouldn't you like to have one? Oh, come on. They're real cute, and they'll make really great pets.
I'm so sorry about your bikini. Wesley, what made you do such a foolish thing?
Look, I'm getting desperate. We have to find homes for these guys.
Yes, well, that's no way to go about it.
Mr. Belvedere, you're always good at stuff like this. What am I going to do?
I honestly don't know.
Well, I guess this is the animal shelter.
That's right. You find some strays?
Not exactly. See, my dog Spot met this other dog named Fifi, and they sort of got together.
And they weren't into family planning.
Right. Anyway, this is Larry, Moe, and Curly.
I think you mean Larry, Moe, and Shirley.
Oh, well, I only found homes for 2 of them, and I figured maybe you could help with the rest.
Well, we'll keep them as long as we can.
And then what?
Here. You fill this out. Everything's explained on the reverse side. And I'll make sure they get in a front cage so everyone will see them.
Thanks. Can you give us a minute?
Sure.
Look, I know being at the animal shelter isn't that great, but it's gonna work out, I promise. Now, whenever someone comes to look for a pet, do your puppy thing, you know, jump around, chase your tails, trip over each other. Oh, and one of you should pretend to be asleep in the food bowl. That always gets them.
All set?
Yeah, I guess so. See you around.
Hi.
How'd you like to adopt the... Oh, it's you.
Yeah, afraid so.
You know, I was thinking, and if we moved them, you know, down here, then maybe people would see them when they...
Wesley, we don't have any more time.
What do you mean?
I mean, I have other dogs that need this cage.
Well, they're not real big. You know, they could share it.
Now, look, you know I kept them as long as I could.
Hey, what are you doing?
Wesley, I think you should go home.
What are you going to take them out of there
Wesley, please.
What are you going to do? Just drag them off somewhere and kill them?
Oh, hello. Did I come at a bad time?
Mr. Belvedere, what are you doing here?
I found some clown who might adopt your puppies.
Huh?
Quickly, Lynn, quickly. I have a show in 30 minutes.
This is Mr. Sigmund.
You really are a clown.
Right, kid.
Mr. Sigmund uses dogs in his act, and he's looking for some puppies that he could train to take over for the older dogs.
Are these the puppies that you were telling me about?
That's right.
You're real neat, Mr. Sigmund.
Well, I don't know. They look kind of runty to me.
Actually, they come from a very good bloodline, which is more than I can say for the people in the family. Oh, Spot. Here, boy.
Spot!
Wesley, why don't you have Spot show Mr. Sigmund some of his tricks?
Spot, I know you just got out of the hospital, but Larry, Moe, and Shirley are counting on you. If Mr. Sigmund sees how smart and clever you are, he may adopt your kids. And let's face it, they're the only kids you're ever going to have.
He doesn't know how lucky he is.
Down. Okay, roll over. Good. Okay, sit up. Good.
I'd say the dog has the boy rather well trained.
Can I borrow this?
Oh, I'm in this deep. What the heck?
Okay, go jump. Go jump. Go jump. Go jump.
Just like my wife. Does he play dead, too?
Well, what do you think, Mr. Sigmund?
Will you stop hacking me, huh? Okay, I'll take him.
Thank you, Mr. Sigmund.
Don't mention it.
Just a few forms to fill out.
Oh, I knew we'd find homes for him. Thanks, Mr. Belvedere.
Yes. Well, I suppose they're luckier than most. How's the reconstruction coming along?
Oh, not so good.
It is one of a kind, isn't it?
You know something? Life stinks.
Oh, please don't start that again.
Oh, why shouldn't I? Penelope is broken. Why'd you have to go sit on her?
Because she's a chair. Penelope is a chair.
Oh, she was a chair. Now she's a freak of nature.
Takes one to know one.
Hey, don't call me names. This is all your fault.
Actually,
It was mine.
Huh?
I sat on Penelope before Kevin did, and she cracked. Here. I think this should cover the costs. I've made it out to both of you.
Mr. Belvedere, we can accept this.
I insist.
It was an accident.
No, it's the least I could do.
What?
$5?
Well, that's what you paid for it. Don't spend it all in one place.
Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
After coming face to face with the sad plight of unwanted pets, Wesley has begun to urge all of his friends to have their dogs and cats spayed or neutered. Spot is living proof that it makes for a happy and healthy pet.
Wesley, get down here. Spot buried Grandma Hufnagel's teeth.
It's nice to see he hasn't lost any of his old charm.
The Boston Globe calls Life Goes On the best new drama series of the year. Don't miss it tomorrow.
Tuesday, Tony turns teacher on Who's the Boss, and Kevin panics when a gorgeous knockout and his first case of acne arrive at the same time. On the Wonder Years. Now stay tuned for Living Dolls.
Come on, Marsh, we got to get to Lumberama.
What's the rush?
They're having a sale on garden weasels.
We don't need a garden weasel.
Well, we don't need Belvedere, but we got him. Oh, hey, Kev.
Hi, Dad. Hi, Mom.
What's the matter?
My car. I turned on the heater and the transmission fell out.
Is it under warranty?
No, it's under an overpass on 5th Street.
Uh-oh. Here comes the squeeze.
Look, all I need is a little advance to buy some wheels. I'll pay you back, I promise.
Sorry, buddy. You're going to have to work this one out yourself.
Hey, can we give you a lift anywhere?
No, that's okay. I'll just stand out in the cold and hitch.
Make sure you wear gloves.
Hi, Mr. Owens.
Hey, Carl.
Hi, Carl.
Mrs. Owens.
Hi, Carl.
What's the matter with you?
My car bit the dust. Now I can say goodbye to my social life.
Why not? Everyone else has.
Very funny. Hey, Carl. You're still working at your uncle's used car lot, right?
Sure.
Well, listen, I've got about $400 stashed for an emergency. What kind of car do you think I could get for that?
Does the word Tonka mean anything to you? Look, Kev, if you're serious, I think I can help you out.
How?
Well, my uncle's always looking for new salesmen.
Me? Sell used cars?
Yeah, it's a great way to make some cash. And the top salesman gets to drive the best car on the lot.
Really?
Yeah. How do you think I got my Matador?
Heather, I have to challenge you. There is no such word as bimbette.
What do you call her?
Stop looking at my letters, you cheat.
I have a telegram for Mrs. Lynn Belvedere.
It's Mr. It's my turn, I believe.
Well, what does it say, Mr. Belvedere?
Nothing important.
Well, then why would they send a telegram?
Yeah, nobody sends a telegram unless it's important.
Yeah.
Listen, you little snoops. If I say it's not important, it's not.
Yeah, he's probably right. If they really wanted to get his attention, they would have sent a candygram.
Well, this is it. Pretty snazzy, huh?
Yeah, dazzling.
I'll introduce you to my uncle. Uncle Phil? Yeah. What is it, Kevin? This is my friend Kevin I was telling you about.
Hi, Kevin Owens.
You ever sell anything before?
Well, I sold greeting cards once. I was trying to win a new sled.
Just remember, the key to this business is honesty. Fake that and you'll do fine. What? Look, follow Carl around for a couple of days. He'll show you the ropes.
All right, thanks.
All right.
See you guys later. I got some odometers to turn back. Gotcha.
Hey, Belvedere, this is great cake. What's your secret?
I bought it at a bakery.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hey, Kevin.
So have you solved your car problem?
Well, sort of. I got a job.
Oh, yeah? What kind of job?
Well, I'm in sales.
Really? What are you selling?
I'm involved with previously owned transportation.
You're selling used cars?
Yeah. But I can't help feeling kind of shady, you know?
Oh, come now, Kevin. Some used cars salesmen may be unsavory, but they perform a very good function.
What's that?
They make lawyers look good.
Gee, Kev, I don't see your problem. There's nothing wrong with selling used cars.
It's the way Friendly Phil wants me to sell them.
Well, Kevin, we've tried to raise you with certain values, but you're an adult now, so you have to make your own moral and ethical choices.
The pay's good.
Well, then go for it.
Would you inform her? I consider that there's no greater honor than to serve the Queen. But No. I'm not interested in a career as a high fashion model.
Call Guinness. That was the world's wrongest number.
Very amusing, Wesley. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be in my room.
Doing what?
Hiding from you.
Something funny's happening around here.
Yeah, got any hunches?
I bet he's planning some incredibly romantic rendezvous with some dark, mysterious woman to do something really passionate and disgusting. Nah.
The guy down the street said he could beat your prices, so why shouldn't I buy from him?
This is a good car.
Uh-huh. Your odometer has 185,000 miles on it.
Yeah, sure does. But that just shows how reliable this car is. I mean, the previous owner really used it a lot.
Yeah, right.
Did you blow another sale?
He might come back.
Yeah, and Lee Iacocca might come work here. Kev, I'm gonna give you a freebie. That's Mrs. Bauman over there. She's got a purse full of insurance money she wants to buy today, and she chose this lot because Phil was her late husband's cousin's brother's nickname. Now go get her, animal.
Hi, Mrs. Bauman. Listen, I'm sorry to hear about that dead husband of yours. So, what are you in the market for today?
I need a nice, safe car I can drive to church.
Certainly. Well, how about something like this? Easy to handle and safe as a baby's crib.
I'll take it.
You will? I mean, that's great.
By the way, does the radio work?
No. Yes. Yes.
Yes?
Well, what I mean is the radio did work at one time, but sometimes it works better than others.
Oh, phooey. It's just that my favorite religious program is coming on, and I wanted to listen to it.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll draw up the paperwork, and you can listen to your radio program from my office.
Oh, I don't know. It's such a nice day out. How about that cute red one over there? Does its radio work?
Oh, you mean the Corvette?
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, sure. Listen, I'll go unlock it for you.
Oh, no need. You are a very sweet boy.
Thanks. All right. So what happened? Carl, I did it. I sold the car to that sweet old lady. And I didn't have to lie or cheat or...
Steal?
People stink.
Did you take the bus home?
I learned a big lesson today. Never give a sucker an even break.
Who was a sucker?
Me. An old lady just ripped me off. And she really turned my head around. From now on, money talks and nobody walks.
The kid learns fast.
Hey, look who came for Mr. Belvedere.
Yeah, all his favorites. English toffees, English chocolates, Fruit Loop. Whoa. Wow, I wonder who sent it.
Well, maybe his dentist needed the business. Hey, Belvedere!
What is it, George?
Look what you got.
Oh, how nice.
Well, aren't you going to open it?
Why?
It's food. You always open food.
Who's it from?
Oh, it's just a little something that I ordered for myself.
My dear Lynn.
Honestly. I cook for you, I wash your clothes, and I solve all your idiotic little problems. The least you can do is to respect my privacy.
Where are you going?
Why don't you hire a detective?
Ooh, bet it's from that woman.
She probably figures the way to his heart is through his stomach.
It sure is the long way.
You know, he's right. He's entitled to his privacy, and we should give it to him.
I don't think she meant us.
Wesley, I'm really nervous. Mr. Belvedere can come back any minute. He could be coming upstairs right now.
Nah, everything on the walls would be rattling.
So you see anything?
Just the usual. His pen, his journal, and a bag of Oreo crumbs. Hey, check this out. It's from the Queen.
What's it say?
They want him back at Buckingham Palace right away.
I can't believe he'd throw a letter from the Queen of England out in the trash.
Me neither.
Well, what are we going to do if Mr. Belvedere goes back to England?
Celebrate. I'm kidding.
Well, we can't just let him go away and leave us.
But you know how much he loves the royal family. If they want him back, he'll probably go.
No, he won't. He likes us better.
I haven't smelled clothing like this since I spent 8 days in a trench at Anzio.
You know, if Mr. Belvedere wants to leave, we shouldn't stand in his way.
But we're still a bunch of screw-ups. He can't leave. He just isn't done with us yet. He'll probably be here for years and years and years.
Oh, boy.
Unless we show him that we can handle everything around here ourselves. We owe that to him.
Mom's right. If you love something, let it go free. If it returns, it's yours. And if it doesn't, it never was.
Who said that?
The guy who invented boomerangs.
Oh, I'm sorry about snapping just now and for leaving so abruptly last night.
Hey, it's no problem, big guy. You can leave abruptly any time you want.
I'll get breakfast.
No, we'll do it. Yeah, I'll help you.
I'll get the juice.
I'll set the table.
I'll be damned.
Hi there. I'm Kevin Owens. Tom Kabak. And I take it this handsome group of people is your family?
I'm looking for a car.
Well, we've got a lot full of them.
It's just I've been out of work for a year, but I'm finally going back to the plant next week, so I gotta have something dependable.
I hear you.
And I have to take our little girl to the hospital for allergy shots every week. So we really need something reliable and safe.
How much did you want to spend?
I've only got $1,500 in the bank. How about this station wagon?
You mean the Dolmobile? Hey, Tommy, come on, sport. You sound like a guy with a high-powered job. You need something with a little more pizzazz. You know what I mean? Now, this baby says Tom Kabowski drives me because Tom Kabowski and his family are one hip group.
But it's got a skull on it.
And it's yours, free of charge.
I don't know. Where would I get that kind of money?
Hey, now, that's what our no questions asked credit department is for.
What are your finance rates?
No questions asked.
Honey, this doesn't look like it has enough room for Grandma's wheelchair.
That's because it's streamlined. It's an optical illusion. Hey, trust me, this car was made for the Kabowskis, or my name isn't Honest Kevin Owens.
It is hip.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay.
Oh, there you go.
If you say so.
All right. Listen, our credit manager will take care of everything. Right through that door and take a left. Enjoy.
Hey, Owens, you're terrific.
Thanks.
That's your fifth sale in 3 days.
Yeah, you know, I'm finally getting the hang of this.
Yeah. In fact, you remind me of, me.
Hey, listen, Phil, I've been thinking about something. They say it pays to advertise.
Yeah? What do you have in mind?
Something with dignity. Something with class.
Hi there, friends. I'm Honest Kevin Owens, here to emancipate you from your used car blues. Because when you come to Phil's Friendly Motors, you won't be a slave to high prices. Yes, friends, at Phil's Friendly Motors, that's Phil's Friendly Motors, Route 8 in Etna, things are really hoppin'. Hippity hop, hippity hop, hippity hop. Why? Because I'm Honest Kevin Owens, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Where are you gonna get the best deals in the tri-state area? Bargains galore at Phil's Friendly Motors, Route 8 and Etna, next to the swamp. Everybody! Bargains galore at Phil's Friendly Motors, Route 8 and Etna, next to the swamp.
How about that kid? The camera loves him.
He looks distinguished in a beard.
Carl looks like a dork.
Oh, there's Mr. Belvedere. Now remember the plan. We don't need him.
Good afternoon, all.
Hello.
Hey, bigger. I'll have lunch ready in a jiffy.
No need. I already made it.
I'll alert the health department.
Hey, you know something, big guy? It was real tasty.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, then I'll get to the dishes.
Oh, that's okay. I already did them. Hey, Mom, you know what would be fun? Let's line the shelves.
Oh, great idea. Then afterwards we can alphabetize the spices. Oh, there you are, Dad.
Ah, what's going on, pal?
I got a problem.
Oh, don't worry, your father. I'll take care of it.
It's okay, big guy. I'll handle this one.
Well, I was trying to break into the teacher's lounge, but my drill threw off some sparks, the door caught on fire, set off the sprinklers, and flooded the whole school. Now, no one knows it was me. What should I do?
There's always Harry Carey.
Well, you see, son, it's every person's duty to take responsibility for their own actions. And if I teach you nothing else during this great merry-go-round called life, it's, well, in the words of the wise man, a clear conscience is being able to sell your parrot to the town gossip.
If anybody needs me, I'll be in my room. The Owens family has been motoring along like a finely tuned Jaguar. Has the impossible happened? Can this family of rubes actually survive without me? Have I outlived my usefulness here?
Mr. Belvedere?
He needs something. Come in, Wesley. I'm at your service.
I made you some cookies. White chocolate chip, your favorite.
How very thoughtful. What's going on?
Oh, nothing at all. Well, good night.
Just a moment. What about that flood you caused at school?
Oh, Dad straightened out the whole thing. You know, he's really a very wise man.
George?
Night.
Apparently, it's time to move on.
You're a wise choice, a very wise choice. Hey, happy motoring. And remember, we don't make sales. We make friends. Put it there. Ah, you big lug. Get out of here.
Hey, Kevin.
Hey.
This fun sale's a great idea. We're moving cars like crazy. You all set for your commercial?
All set?
Great. I better go check on Carl. Last time he slammed the trunk down on his bunny tail.
Hi, Kevin.
Yeah.
Remember us?
Oh, yeah, my old friends, the
Grabowskis. Gazoon, I need to talk to you.
Oh, sure. You looking for a second car? Come.
The car you sold me broke down 3 times last week. It made me late for work. My boss said if it happened again, I'd lose my job.
Well, try using a higher octane gas.
The mechanic I took it to said the engine was shot.
Hey, sounds like you need a new mechanic.
He said it was driven into the ground before we bought it.
But I told him I bought that car from honest Kevin Owens. You would have told me if anything was wrong, right?
Yeah, sure.
Thank goodness we bought from a man we can trust.
Hey, come on, kid. You go on the air in 2 minutes. Hey, I'm a big fan of families. Now, come on, kid. Forget about them. Shake it off. Remember your adoring public. Now, I want you to use all the charm you've got and shove it down their throat. It's showtime.
Hi there, friends. It's Honest Kevin Owens coming to you live. But this isn't a commercial. This is an event. And this isn't a used car lot. This is a happening. Yes, friends, it's Friendly Phil's Fantastic Fun Sale. And you know, as I look out at this sea of happy faces, as I gaze out at this vast crowd of satisfied customers, well, I just want to tell everybody out there that every car you see on this lot is a lemon. Look, I've got to tell you people the truth. First of all, I'm not Abe Lincoln. I'm not even a Republican. But I am honest. And that's why I want to promise you, if you've been burned by us, we're going to make good on it.
She snapped. Do something. Get it.
Yeah, and something else has been bothering me. No, Carl, you can't stop me. I'm going to tell the truth.
Friendly Phil is a fraud. And that's the fact. You know, when I came here, I thought I could do good. But then I got ripped off, so I decided I'd rip everybody else off. I got jaded. But I was wrong. People are good. They really are. At Phil Burnley. And he's not a bunny.
Morning, everyone. Gotta run. I'm late for court.
What about our breakfast?
Cornflakes sound good. I'm sick of cornflakes.
Yeah, I'm sick of doing everyone's laundry.
You're sick of it. You turned all my boxer shorts pink.
Well, at least you got clothes. I've been wearing the same socks for 3 days.
Hey, don't yell at me. I'm not your servant.
Everybody stop yelling. All we have around here is fights anymore.
Well, for crying out loud, how long is it going to take to get rid of the big guy?
No time at all, George. I have an announcement to make.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. I'm moving.
Back to England, huh?
No, to Altoona.
Altoona?
Yes. There's a family there who's just as demented as you are. And they'll even pay me. Well, I don't like long goodbyes, so Godspeed.
But that letter said the Queen wanted you back.
What letter?
You know, the one in your desk.
What were you doing in my room?
Taking out the trash?
It's just we thought you wanted to go back to England, you know, to serve the Queen and be a good royal subject and all that other British junk.
So we were doing all your work to make it easy on you.
I never had any intention of going back to work at Buckingham Palace. All that bowing is hell on my back.
Oh, Mr. Belvedere, then don't go to Altoona or any place else. Stay here with us. I don't know what we'd do without you.
Yeah.
Oh, I could come up with a couple of ideas.
I don't think anybody wants to hear them, George.
Well, maybe I'll send them to those people in Altoona. Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
These days, everyone's going back to the future, where people are looking at the...
Kevin's career as a used car salesman has come to an abrupt, if colorful, end. His choice of honesty over the almighty dollar was gratifying and rather hilarious to behold. Now that the question of my leaving has been settled, the Owens have gone back to taking me for granted. I never thought I'd say this, but I rather enjoy being treated like an old shoe. I guess they get a kick out of me.
wait a second. Hey, what's going on? Who's there?
What's wrong? Did I forget to put in my teeth?
I'm sorry, Mr. Keeney. I thought I heard... I don't know what I thought I heard. Anyway, what can I do for you?
My kitchen faucet is going drip, drip, drip. It makes me want to wee-wee.
Well, it probably just needs a new washer. Come on, let's take a look.
Sir, I haven't seen Mr. Belvedere around here lately. He's such a hunk.
Yeah, well, I'll make sure I give him your best next time I see him. What was that?
Probably the ghost of Mr. Feinblatt. He died right over there. He was mixing diapers, and his necktie got caught in the blender.
You got one left, big guy?
That's more than you have.
Nice move. Too bad it's your last one.
Oh, George, it's only a game. Let's show a little maturity.
Let's not.
As you wish.
I love it when they get like this.
All right, pal, what's going on?
Mom's making me pick out some dumb elective at school to broaden my stupid horizons.
Well, at least you got a good attitude.
Wes needs a class to take 6th period.
Well, what were you taking before?
Detention.
Hey, what about woodshop?
That's what got me into detention.
Well, there's still a metal shop.
I already took that.
Yeah, remember? He made a pass key to the faculty lounge.
Hey, it wasn't my fault the principal was in there making out with the cafeteria lady.
Well, when you do find a class you want, just try to stay out of trouble.
Why don't you just ask him to fly?
Mr. Belvedere?
My, you're bright and chipper this morning. What have you done?
Morning. Morning.
Look at that.
I made it in print shop. That's the new class I signed up for.
How flattering. Just remember, I prepare your food.
I think it's a great piece of work.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Mr. Beer Belly.
Speaking of a piece of work.
I'm going to drive Heather to school this morning. Is she ready?
She's getting dressed, Angela. You can go on up if you want.
Okay. Hey, that's just like the one in your front yard.
Take it down, mister.
I guess that goes for the one at the post office, too.
Morning.
Hey, Kev. You're here pretty early.
Yeah, I sort of spent the night.
How come?
Well, my apartment's got roaches again. Yeah, and the exterminator said that it might take months to get them out.
Is he spraying them or giving them career counseling?
Hey, what's going on, pal?
Well, I've been hearing these noises, especially late at night.
What kind of noises?
Footsteps, murmuring, Wayne Newton singing Dankeschön.
Come on, Kev, you're not going to let a few bumps in the night get you all rattled, are you?
Well, Ted.
Next thing you know, you'll be telling me you got ghosts.
Yeah, I guess it is that, though. Hey, Dad, can you do me a favor?
Sure, pal, name it.
Could you come over and spend the night?
Hey, Come on, Kev. Butch up.
Don't look at me.
I'm gonna be late. See ya. Oh, Mr. Belvedere, I invited Angela over for dinner, and then we're gonna stay up all night and give each other facials. Guess what? You get to mix the mud.
Do you still have that couch bed?
Mr. Belvedere, did you hear that?
What?
Something's out there.
Ah. I believe we found the culprit. Apparently the wire to your antenna has come loose and was hitting the window.
That's all?
That's all. So you see, Kevin, there is a rational explanation to everything in this world. Except Wesley. Right. Shall we play some gin?
Okay, sure.
You deal.
Did you hear that? It sounded like a rumble. A low rumble.
I beg your pardon. Kevin, you must really pull yourself together.
Hey, I'm fine. Really. Okay, so I'm a little edgy. Oh, hi, Mrs. Cicchini. Come on in.
There's something fixing my kitchen faucet.
Oh, thank you.
Why, Lynn, is that you?
Mrs. Cicchini.
How are you, cutie buns?
Fine, thanks.
Miss Cicchini brought over some cookies.
You like a little treat?
A cookie will suffice.
Kevin, my kitchen window is stuck. Would you be a dear and fix it?
Oh, no problem. It'll just take a minute.
Take your time. Oh, I dropped a false eyelash. There it is.
Where?
Good morning.
Good morning, Kevin. Sleep well?
Yeah, pretty well. Except I thought I heard something creaking, and I kept seeing a light going on and off all night long.
I made several trips to the refrigerator. I was a tad hungry.
Hey, the light bulb's missing.
It burnt out.
So, how was your night? Anything strange to report?
Other than Mrs. Cicchini doing the hula, no.
It figures. The night you're here, nothing happens.
Kevin, sometimes the mind plays tricks on us.
Hey, look, I didn't just imagine all this stuff. It happened. It really, truly, absolutely happened.
Kevin, don't worry. Be happy.
Hey, where are you going?
Back to your family. Now that's real terror.
I gotta get a grip.
Hey, big guy. How'd it go? Oh, nothing otherworldly to report. How about you? Any monsters under your bed?
No, but I had a nightmare about this big thing that invaded my house and wouldn't leave.
Morning.
Good morning, Mrs. Owens. I'll have breakfast in 5 minutes.
Oh, no time. I've got an early deposition. George, could you give me $20?
What happened to the 20 I gave you yesterday?
Lunch, parking, and a peppermint patty.
You know, I bet you've hit me up for $200-300 this month.
George, what difference does it make? It's our money.
Well, then how come you get it all?
I'm a lawyer.
My turn. Good morning, Wesley.
Oh, look what I found. It's your green card.
Oh, thank you. I must have dropped it somewhere. Wait a minute. This isn't my green card. This is a cheap forgery.
Huh?
I come from the United Kingdom, not the Kingdom. What's going on?
Well, print shop was boring yesterday. I needed a challenge.
Well, you couldn't have known that during the war I was in intelligence, and my specialty was spotting German forgeries.
Really? I thought it would have been spotting German chocolate cake.
Listen, you little twerp, the point is, you could never have fooled BDI Belvedere.
Never say never.
They're back.
Who's back, Kevin?
Oh, in my apartment, these noises, weird sounds, medley of show tunes by Al Jolson.
Oh, Kevin.
You think I'm crazy, don't you? You all think I'm crazy.
I don't.
There now, don't you feel better?
Sounds to me like you've got a poltergeist. You know, a spirit caught between this world and the astral plane. It's that astral turf.
Yeah, well, I don't care what it is. I'm never going back to my apartment.
But that's silly. All you have to do is ask it nicely to leave. I'd be happy to talk to it for you.
You?
Kevin, just because she doesn't make sense to the living.
Hey, let's have a seance. We could sit in the dark around a Ouija board and find out if that guy in Chem Lab has the hots for me. Yeah, that'd be neat. You're coming, aren't you, Mr. Bobbermouth?
Somehow, it all seems a little bizarre to me.
Yeah, me too. I'm moving back here where life has order, and Mr. Belvedere cooks and does my laundry and helps me research my term papers, which, by the way, are both due next week.
I'll be there at 8. Let go of that cookie, you little rat! Wesley, you better go and feed your dog. For some reason, he seems rather testy.
Okay.
What's this 50?
Oh, Dad told me to give it to you. He said it's part of your back pay.
How kind of him. And how nice of the government to print money with my picture on it.
How could you tell? I gave you a beard. You look just like Ulysses S. Grant. Only older.
Wesley, this is not the same as hiding Heather's underwear. Counterfeiting is a felony.
So?
So, do you have any more of these?
Just a few hundred in case I need to bribe the hall monitor.
Well, I want you to promise me that you'll burn all these and never print any more.
Okay, lighten up. Hey, you're pretty upset about this. You must think those are good, huh?
Oh, you flatter yourself. Only a moron would be fooled by that money.
Some guy's here with a large pizza.
All right, come back, you twerp. That's my pie.
Thanks, Marsh. Hey, Belvedere.
Ah, you've been shopping.
Yep.
You've already got one of those?
Not this year's model. It's red. Look at this. It's one of those radios for the shower.
Oh, good. Maybe it'll drown out your yodeling.
Hi. Ooh, what's all this?
I bought it with that $300 you left me.
George, I didn't leave you any money.
Yeah, it was right there on the counter.
You mean the 50s?
Yeah.
Dear. Those were Wesley's.
Well, where do you get that kind of cash?
He made it. In print shop.
You mean I spend counterfeit money all over town? Wait till I get my hands on that kid.
George, first you'd better get the money back, then deal with Wesley.
I guess you're right. Come on, Belvedere, give me a hand.
Here we go.
May I help you?
Yeah, I got this for my wife and I want to return it.
Oh, what seems to be the problem?
So there you are. I really don't appreciate your deserting me like this.
I told you I was coming in here.
Just once. Just once. I wish you'd give me an ounce of consideration. Just once.
Yes, but I assume the problem is the size.
Why?
Well, we've just opened a fat and sassy section.
That is about. Here's 5 tens. Just give me back that 50 I paid you with. You see, it's sort of got sentimental value.
Yes, his son gave it to him. He's going to be in the hospital very soon.
I'm awfully sorry. You see, today's receipts have already been locked up in here. Oh, but do feel free to browse.
Did you hear that, Belvedere? That phony 50's going to the bank. If we don't get it back, Wes could go to jail.
Really? Let's go and help him pack.
Come on, big guy, what are we going to do?
Well, actually, I have picked a lock or two in my day. So I'll get the 50 and replace it with these. But you've got to distract him.
Distract him?
Mm-hmm.
Distract him how?
I don't know, but I'm sure you'll think of something.
Yes, thank you for calling. Is that for your wife?
Maybe. How does it look?
Stunning.
Well, do you think it would go with something like this?
Well, that all depends. What's the occasion?
It's for my bowling team. We're thinking of getting new uniforms. On second thought, I don't think it'll go with the shoes.
Hey, everybody.
Where have you been?
I stayed after school. I'm working on a new project in print shop.
What? You printing T-bills now?
Your father took that money you left on the counter and spent it all over town. If he hadn't gotten it back, he'd be in jail now.
Really? Boy, I am good.
Hey, you don't know what I've been through. You didn't have to wear a big red brassiere.
You were wearing a bra?
It was Belvedere's idea.
What?
Well, don't worry, it wasn't my size. Anyway, you're the one who's in trouble.
I'm sorry, it won't happen again. Oh, and I wasn't staying after school. I was out buying you something for your anniversary.
Tickets to a chorus line. Well, Wes, that's sweet.
Are you sure you didn't make these in print shop, too?
Here's the receipt.
Oh. Thanks, pal.
You're welcome. Can I go wash up?
How about that, kid? These tickets set him back $50.
You know, Kevin, for a proper seance, we really should have the lights off.
Not a chance.
I'm tired of waiting for Mr. Belvedere. Why don't we just start the seance without him? We can't. We need 4 people.
Well, I hope that's him and not Jack the Ripper.
Hello, everyone. I'm sorry I'm late.
Where were you?
Watching your father try on lingerie.
Well, take off your coat and pull up a chair, Mr. Babaloo. Spirits are about to arrive.
I hope they bring a ham. I missed dinner.
Now, we all join hands. And we close our eyes. Now I'm going to speak to the presence in this room and tell it to leave. What if it won't go?
Then it'll have to pay half the rent.
Oh, one more thing. Don't be surprised if it starts talking through one of us. Hey, wait a minute. I'm getting scared. I mean, what if this thing picks me and my head starts spinning around and I throw up? And I break out in a hideous welt and I levitate and get flung out the window. I hate it when I throw up. Just relax. There's nothing to be afraid of.
You finally heard it. You finally heard it, and that means I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. All right.
I said, get out.
I'm going. Come on, this place is spooked.
Just a moment, Kevin. There's something odd going on here.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Apparently, our spirit is a little out of shape. Gives you goosebumps, doesn't it?
Zucchini, what are you doing?
Just passing the time while I'm doing my laundry.
You've been scaring the heck out of me. You know, I don't get it. I fix your faucets, I take out your trash, I even filled up your water bed.
Want to try it out, Lynn?
Actually, I'd rather know why you're trying to scare Kevin out of his apartment.
Because I want it.
But your place is twice the size of mine.
Yes, but your bedroom has a better view.
What view? You look across the alley to the health club and the men's shower room.
Hubba, hubba.
Look, Mrs. Cicchini, I'm sorry, but I'm staying where I am.
Nice try, though.
Thanks. I know I've acted foolishly, but I'm old. So, live with it.
Well, now that we've found our ghost, shall we?
Yeah, we'll see you later, Ms. Cicchini.
Oh, Lynn.
Yes?
Oops, I dropped my horn. Would you mind picking it up?
Only because it's you. Wesley has returned to print shop and embarked on some new and refreshingly mundane projects. Although I hope I won't be here long enough to use 10,000 address labels. Speaking of mundane, Kevin's life has returned to normal after the haunting by Mrs. Cicchini. Although he tells me she comes over every day to check out the view. Well, whatever makes you happy.
Hubba, hubba.
Mrs. Cicchini?
I took these lights down myself last year, and I wound them up real neat. Now look at them. Why do they do this?
Maybe it's their mating season.
Now there's a guy who really lights up a room.
Oh, come on, Wes, cut it out.
I don't know, honey. You look very festive.
Yeah, I mean, you wear your golf pants in public. What's the difference?
Hi, remember me? I'm Carl Putnam.
Uh-oh. One of those happy guys.
Helping others happily. That's our motto.
Merry Christmas, Carl. Come on in.
No, never mind. I'll come back later when you're through trimming your husband.
No, that's okay.
Well, as you know, it's at this time of year that we have the Happy Guys annual benefit for the Home for Not So Happy Kids.
Oh, sure. Here you go.
No, that's all right, George. It's not your money we want. It's you.
I'm out of here.
Wait a minute, George. Carl, what is it exactly you want George to do?
Well, we were hoping you'd all participate in the Happy Guys annual Christmas pageant. This year we're doing Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. Did you ever hear of it?
Well, sure. That's the one with the Grinch, right?
Actually, you know, the holidays are so hectic for us.
Fine. When I have to close down the home for not so happy kids, I'll just tell all those hollow-eyed little waifs that the Owens were too busy to help out.
All right, we'll be there for the auditions.
Ah, gee, thanks. But we still have to find somebody who can play Scrooge.
Wesley, you little snipe! I spent 6 weeks making miniature fruitcakes, and you've used them as hockey pucks.
Hey, lighten up. It's Christmas.
There's no Christmas for nasty boys.
I think we found our Scrooge.
To such an odious, stingy, unfeeling myth as Mr. Scrooge. Well, am I Mrs. Cratchit or what?
I'll get back to you.
What do you mean you'll get back to me? I'm your wife.
Yeah, I know. All right, next auditionee, Marcia.
Wish me luck.
And only.
Well done, Marcia. Oh, well done. You'll play Scrooge's fiancée.
But I only said 2 words.
Yes, but you said them beautifully. You'll also play Scrooge's sister.
Thank you. That was easy.
All right, everybody, listen up. The cast for A Christmas Carol is as follows. Scrooge will be Lynn Belvedere. Bob Cratchit, Kevin Owens. Mrs. Cratchit, Heather Owens. Tiny Tim, Wesley Owens. Marley's ghost, George Owens. Scrooge's sister and fiancée, Marcia Owens.
What's going on?
What do you mean, Ralph?
Well, you're giving the Owens family all the good parts.
Yeah. Last year you said you'd make it up to me when you passed me over for the sugar plum fairy.
And I, for one, am an unhappy gal.
And if these gals aren't happy today, we aren't going to be happy guys tonight. If you catch my drift.
Count your blessings.
All right. Quiet, everyone. We'll take it from the nephew's entrance. Oh, that's me. Merry Christmas, Uncle.
Merry Christmas. What right have you to be merry? You're poor enough.
Ah, but you're rich. What right have you to be Morrissey?
The word is not Morrissey. It is morose.
Oh, yeah. All right, from the top.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly.
No, that's not your cue. Can't you guys get anything right?
Hey, we're happy guys. Not Fred Waring and the Pennsylvanians.
All right, we'll take it from my line about the dinner. Please, Uncle, come, dine with us tomorrow.
I should see you in Hades first.
Why cannot we be friends?
Because Tiny Tim is playing stickball with his crutch. Wesley, this is appalling.
Hey, on the playground, that would have been a double.
Let's go to scene 4. Bob Cratchit asking Scrooge for Christmas Day off.
If you please, Mr. Scrooge, tomorrow being Christmas, I was hoping I might have the day off.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly.
Attention! All right. We'll take it from Cratchit's line.
If you please, Mr. Scrooge. Seeing that tomorrow is Christmas, I was hoping I might have the day off.
Where is my ledger? It distinctly says in the script at this point, I pick up my ledger.
All right. Who's got the ledger? Okay, here you are. Here you go.
The 3 little pigs. You expected to play Scrooge, carrying the 3 little pigs?
Deck the halls with boughs of holly. Here's the season to be jolly.
That's enough. Stop human howling. Be gone. Get out. Off with you, you miserable curs.
Wait a minute, Mr. Belvedere. That line isn't in the script.
Neither is anything else. This isn't Dickens, it isn't England, and it certainly isn't theater. How can you call yourself a director?
Well, if you think you can do any better, why don't you try?
I thought you'd never ask. All right, everybody, quiet, please. Ladies and gentlemen, settle down. Now then, from the top, scene 3.
Hello, Bob. How is Mrs. Cratchit and all the small assorted Cratchits?
Stop. Carl, please, don't affect an English accent.
I was only trying to be authentic.
Wouldn't you rather be good? Now, once again, please, from Bob Cratchit's line.
They're all fine, sir. We have high hopes that Tiny Tim is feeling better soon.
He'll be getting into an ambulance if I catch him. Wesley?
Sorry, Mr. Big-Time Director.
Just trying to keep our worthless selves occupied, sir.
If you want to keep yourselves occupied, I suggest you practice your singing.
Oh, speaking of singing, I had an idea for a little number that might make Scrooge's sister more interesting.
Yes, well, perhaps when it's your scene, but not just now. All right, then. Now, please, gentlemen, remember, it is Christmas. It is England. And it is cold.
I'm not cold.
Me neither. As a matter of fact, it's kind of hot in here.
You too? I thought it was just me. Now cut it out, you guys.
That was me.
And when we say, yip, bye, bye, oh, we're only saying you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma. O-K-L-M-H-O-M-A, Oklahoma.
Oh, Marcia, when I first met you, I was prepared to hate you, but no more. You have touched this happy gal's heart. Thank you, Doris. What do you think, Mr. Belvedere?
Words fail me.
Well, if she can sing, can I tap dance?
What about my bird call?
All of you, stop it!
What's the matter, big guy?
You obviously don't care to do the play the right way, so go ahead. Do it your way. As George would say, I'm out of here.
Come on, Wes. We don't want to be late for rehearsal. Why not? Play's no fun without Mr. Belvedere. I mean, torturing Carl just isn't the same.
Well, somebody had to take over directing when Mr. Belvedere quit.
Well, yeah, but did he have to make his wife Scrooge?
Well, what's wrong with a woman playing Scrooge?
I have to play her fiancé. Oh, Mr. Belvedere, please come back to the play.
Yeah, it's going to be a disaster without you.
Yeah, big guy. I mean, it wasn't all that great with you, but at least you were holding it together.
It's all right. I have plans. I'm spending the evening with a witty and very dear friend.
Well, who's that?
Me. Now, you better run along. You'll be late for rehearsal.
Yeah, we better go. I guess I'll have to find the inner Cratchit myself.
You know, you may have quit the play, but you'll always be Scrooge.
Good night. I need some rest. Who's there? Who is it?
Belvedere.
George! What kind of stupid prank is this?
Ooh. It's too late for me, but there's still time to save yourself.
George, this is ridiculous. And why are you wearing such a silly outfit?
These are the chains I forged in life, link by link. Get it, big guy?
Apparently, it is too late to save me from bad jokes. Now be on your way.
Before the night is out, you will be visited by 3 spirits. The first at the stroke of 1.
Out! 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 "1 a.m.? I didn't set the clock for 1 a.m.
Take my hand.
Mrs. Owens, what are you doing in my room with a menorah on your head?
I am the ghost of Christmas past.
What are you talking about?
Take my hand.
Why?
Will you just take my hand?
Where are we going?
I can't tell you, but there's still time to save yourself.
From what?
Walk this way. Don't you remember?
It's Pennington School.
Do you recognize that child?
Why, it's me. Young Master Belvedere, have you completed your punishment?
Yes, sir. I've written, I will not throw food at my neighbor 964 times.
What about the other 36?
But it's Christmas Eve, sir.
There is no Christmas for nasty boys.
Oh, poor lad. This is pitiful.
Yes, it is. Missing Christmas is a terrible thing.
Cheerio and pip pip your nephew.
Uncle Charles.
Yes, child. I've come to take you home to sing carols by the Yule log.
Oh, wonderful. I do love Christmas so. But what's my punishment?
We'll fax it. Come along, my boy.
It's time for us to go too.
But I want to go with them.
No. I'm afraid not.
Oh, please, please. Heather, is that you? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm not Heather. I'm the ghost of Christmas presents. Take my hand.
Again with the hand?
Come with me, Mr. Belvedere, and I'll show you the real Christmas present.
Why not? Oh, look! Donut World is still open.
We have a more important destination.
If I'd known we were going to fly, I'd have worn long johns.
We're here to observe.
Why? I've seen all I want to of this wretched production.
Well, gee, these folks don't seem too wretched to me.
We're in the money. We're in the money.
We've got a lot of what it takes to get along.
Oh, the poorhouse scene has really come to life. All right, from Scrooge's arrival. Ready, dear?
Ready?
Take it from Bob Cratchit's line.
Ah, Tiny Tim. If we only had a really awesome Christmas dinner.
I hear you, man.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
The play.
Answer the door, Tiny Tim.
You got it.
Merry Christmas, Tiny Tim.
Huh? Who are you?
I'm Scrooge.
You mean that old crow Dad's always kvetching about?
Yes. I was a little irregular, but I'm much better now. And I've brought you a super snack.
Wow! A Christmas pizza!
With pepperoni!
The classic play. They'll be ridiculed, laughed at.
Maybe if they had a better director.
Don't look at me.
I won't. But your next visitor will.
Oh, Heather! Heather! Please! Heather! Are you the ghost of Christmas yet to come? I dread you most of all.
Take my hand. It's time to reveal your future.
I'm not sure I want to go in there.
I'm not sure I do either.
George. George.
Huh?
George, do you remember the first Christmas we spent together as husband and wife 72 years ago?
What about Mexico?
Thanks for the lift home from college, Wes.
Sure. What are younger, more successful brothers for?
Hey, Dad, my counselor says I only need one more credit to graduate. I'll be in the class of 2041.
Who looks like a Attila the Hun?
How's my favorite little inside trader?
Great. I just bought the moon from Donald Trump.
Why don't you take a flying leap at it?
You know, you sound just like poor old Mr. Belvedere.
Am I dead?
Worse. It's your 114th birthday.
Why are you making me leave the kitchen? I don't want to leave the kitchen.
Now, Mr. Belvedere, calm down and drink your nice strained Oreos. Come on now, open up. Here comes the Jupiter shuttle.
Hey, old guy. Guess who called this morning? Willard Scott.
Called to wish you a happy 114th birthday. Well, you also got a card from Angela. Happy birthday, Mr. Bamboozle.
68 years old and Angela's still an idiot.
Careful, you're talking about the President of the United States.
This is monstrous. 114 years old and still living with the Owens family.
You have only yourself to blame.
What do you mean? I hate you all. I quit.
Not so fast, old guy. You're forgetting something. You can't quit.
Why, you're the most hated man in town.
Remember when you left the Happy Guys play 50 years ago? It turned out to be the worst mistake you ever made.
That's right. The play bombed, the people demanded their money back. The home for not-so-happy kids had to close down. They built a toxic waste dump on the site. The whole town stinks. Property values went down. And everybody's poor. And it's all your fault.
Must have slipped my mind.
See for yourself.
Don't worry, Mr. Belvedere. You'll always have us.
Forever and ever.
Trapped with the Owens for eternity. Oh, no. No! 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 I've got to save that play.
So Doris was pretty good at Scrooge.
Yeah, it was real game of her to grow her own mustache.
Oh, my dear Owens family, give me the answer that I pray for. Am I too late?
No, Mr. Pizza's open for at least another hour.
No, I mean, the play. Have I missed the play?
The play's not for another week.
Oh, wonderful child. Marvelous family. I'm not too late. I'll save the play. I don't have to live with you forever.
Why is it you never have a camera when you need one? Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
'Tis the night before Christmas, and last night's Happy Guys production was a rousing success. The play raised an all-time high in contributions for the home for not-so-happy kids. Further, it showed me that through the true spirit of Christmas, almost anything is possible.
Mike, if I came through here, somebody closed the chimney.
Make that everything is possible. It's Leon, Mr. Belvedere. Louise Gilbert, say hello to the Owens family.
So you met the big guy at the laundromat, eh?
As it happens, we both spent time in Africa, so we thought it would be fun to get together and compare notes.
That was just a guerrilla gesture of friendship.
Hey, I'm not worried about the gorillas, big guy. It's you going ape over her I was thinking about. Uh-oh.
So, did you guys break up?
We're going to get married.
I can't even picture it.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new rival, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live the good life yet.
Did you say married?
Yes, I suppose I did.
Hey, what's going on?
Mr. Belvedere's engaged.
What? Whoa, way to go, big guy.
Not her. Her.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
So, who are you?
Giselle. I was with Lenny, but now he's getting married.
Well, I'm Kevin. I just got over the chicken pox. I'm single.
Ooh, you're cute.
Shall we go and make a toast to our commitment?
Mr. Belvedere, isn't all of this kind of sudden?
Yeah, you guys hardly know each other. I mean, does she know you sleep in the nude?
I know this might appear rash, but Lynn and I are kindred spirits.
I believe marrying Louise will be the best thing I've ever done.
Congratulations.
Yeah, great. Thank you. Super. That's great. Thank you.
Hey, wait a minute. What about us?
Oh, my God, we're not losing you, are we?
Well, this is what makes it so perfect. With Louise working in Pittsburgh, I can still remain as your housekeeper.
Oh, so we'll still have your cooking and cleaning, and she gets stuck with your snoring.
Yeah, we'll even keep your room open, big guy. Just in case you need a place to crash when Louise kicks you out of the house.
Come on, let's go before George turns us into the honeymooners.
Bye-bye. Bye. Think they'll invite us to the wedding?
Well, of course they will. Daddy's gonna pay for it. So, considering all the options, I think the wedding should be at George's Country Club.
Yeah, make it around 4, will you? That way I can come right from the 18th hole.
Why don't we have it in a sand trap? Then you won't have to make the trip.
Actually, a country club sounds like a big affair. We were hoping for something more intimate.
Well, hey, let's go to Vegas.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm not flying everybody to Vegas.
Well, how about Tahoe?
Marcia!
May I make a suggestion? Why don't we just have it here?
Gee, that was easy. Well, what's next? Invitations and announcements.
Let's go, guys. That's not our department.
Parkin.
Yes, honey buns? Taking orders. You got a lot of that to look forward to.
Louise, you know what I've been meaning to ask you?
What's that, Heather?
Well, with you being a professor and all and writing books on gorillas and stuff, are you going to change your name to Belvedere?
Of course you will, Dr. Louise Belvedere.
Well, to be honest, I hadn't given it much thought.
What is there to think about?
A woman doesn't just automatically give up her last name.
Since when?
Liz Taylor didn't give up hers.
I'm not marrying Liz, Louise.
Hey, guys. You're supposed to save up all the fights till after you're married.
Sorry.
Now, where were we?
What you up to, big guy?
Oh, just going through telegrams from some friends of mine. They must have got our wedding announcements.
Oh. You mind?
Help yourself.
Congratulations, Lynn. That Louise must be some foxy lady. Love, Tina Turner?
I talked Tina the shingling.
All right.
Here's one from Zsa Zsa. She says she only attends weddings if she's the bride.
You know all these women?
Oh, they were just friends.
Uh-huh.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. I mean, you can tell me they're just friends, but try convincing Louise.
What?
They're ladies from your past, big guy. If your missus gets a peek at these, you know what your honeymoon's going to be like?
No. What?
Oh, Lenny, tell me again about Meryl Streep. Oh, Lenny, were you and Cher really just buddies?
We were buddies. Cher and I simply got the same tattoo. Look, I'll show you.
No. Now, look, if you want to avoid trouble, I'd hide those babies. And whenever the topic of old flames comes up, switch the subject to apes.
My wedding is only days away, and I approach the event with a happy heart. After all, Louise and I know the key to any relationship is patience and understanding. So I'm convinced our marriage will be a long and joyous one. Still, why does George keep painting us as the battling Belvederes? That could never happen to us. Could it?
Hey, Lynn, you gonna eat breakfast or what?
Knowing your cooking, I'll take a what?
My, aren't we a vision of loveliness this morning?
Speaking of loveliness, is that a new apron?
It was on sale, Lynn.
Sale? You don't see me running out to buy a new robe?
That's because they don't make them that big.
You're going to be the first broad on the moon, Louise. Pow!
Oh, yeah, well, be a nice change from this place.
Maybe you would have been happier if you had married one of your apes.
Maybe. But stupid me doesn't marry a chimp. I marry a chump.
That's it. This is my castle. And from now on, I intend to be treated like a king.
You want to be treated like a king?
Like a king.
A king?
I said like a king.
All right, Your Majesty. You want the royal treatment? Don't forget your crown.
Hey, Lenny boy.
Get out!
You know your breakfast is on your head.
Get out! Get out! Well, there seems to be only one logical course of action. Run.
Morning. So, where's Belvedere?
I don't know. It's his day off. Maybe he's resting up for his wedding.
Or maybe he and Louise are rehearsing for their honeymoon.
Oh, interesting you people can be laughing at a time like this.
What's your problem?
Bye, everyone. Nice knowing you. P.S. All regards to Louise.
Mr. Belvedere ran away?
His clothes are gone and everything.
Well, why would he just take off like that?
Well, he probably got cold feet about getting married, and I wonder who put them in ice.
Well, what did I say?
What didn't you say?
Well, I didn't say anything big enough to make that guy leave the house.
Well, guys, can you fight about this later? I think we better find Mr. Belvedere.
You're right. Let's split up and not a word about this to Louise.
Right.
I was in the neighborhood, and I thought I'd stop by and say hi to Lynn. Is he here?
Is the seat taken?
Help yourself.
Thanks, big guy.
Oh, George. How did you find me?
Well, I checked out Donut World, and when you weren't there, I figured, where's Belvedere go when he starts getting squirrely?
Am I that predictable?
Hey, you got my family kind of worried, big guy.
I'm sorry, George. How many times have I said to you people, running away doesn't solve anything, and here I am running away.
Kind of a tubby Tom Sawyer. Hey, come on, Belvedere. You love Louise, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, so what's the big deal about tying the knot?
Well, I suppose after all those little cautions you've given me about marriage, I realized you're right.
Huh? I was just having fun. I mean, half the stuff I do is just to get a rise out of you.
What?
Well, it's like the time I told you English cricket is for sissies. You jumped all over me for weeks. You even dragged me out in the mud to play a stupid game.
And I won.
Yeah. Hey, what about the time I hid your ding-dongs all over the house? Went out and got some police dog to sniff them all out?
Ah, yes, Fritzy. I believe he also sniffed out your secret collection of Playboys.
Marcia's still harping on that one.
Then are you really saying that maybe marriage really could be all right for me?
Hey, if you can handle our household, you sure as hell can enjoy one of your own.
Thanks, George. I needed that.
Yep. If you ask me, the way you cook and sew, you're going to make Louise a damn good wife. Gotcha.
Okay, tomorrow I have a limo picking up Louise. I got your tux back from the cleaners. I ordered flowers for you guys. Oh, and I didn't hawk your rings.
Wesley, I couldn't have asked for a better best man. You've handled your duties with dignity and taste.
Yeah, right.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere. Now, what are you doing just sitting around the last night you're single?
What?
Hey, big guy.
Hello, Mr. Belvedere.
George, Skip, what are you doing here? Why aren't you doing the news at the station?
We called in sick.
Yeah? Figured we'd make a little news of our own.
Oh, Wesley, you haven't arranged one of those wretched bachelor parties, have you?
Well, it wasn't just my idea.
On a clear day.
Bob, are you behind all this?
Come on, Lynn, you've got to loosen up. Tomorrow you're getting married. Tonight you've got to party.
I won't go.
Oh, yes, you will.
No, I won't. No. No. I'll jump out of the car.
He just bounced back in.
I'll call Louise.
No, she's out with Mom and Heather at the Beefcake Club.
All right, I'll go. But I won't have any fun.
I thought he said he wasn't going to have any fun.
Maybe he has to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, he learned all that stuff from watching Soul Train.
Oh, come on, he's out there all by himself. I think we should join him. Party!
No sign of them yet? When I get my hands on your father, doesn't he know Mr. Belvedere's getting married in 2 hours?
I think that's them.
Where have you been?
I don't want to talk about it.
Kevin!
Not now, okay?
Well?
Hey, come on, Marcia. This is all Belvedere's fault.
Oh.
Well, first he gets us kicked out of the Steel Town Inn. Then he talks Goulet into flying us to Atlantic City.
What?
And next thing you know, Belvedere's leading a panty raid on some nurses' convention.
Where's Mr. Belvedere now?
Mr. Belvedere, who are they?
Oh, this is Ginger, and this is Annette. I told them they could be flower girls.
You get yourself upstairs, young man. Don't you know there's a wedding in 2 hours?
Well, it looks like we're ready for a wedding.
You're so pretty, I'm ready for a honeymoon.
Out of my way. I have a nervous groom upstairs. The man needs some ho-hos.
I don't care what you say, Angela. This dress makes me look like Margaret Thatcher. Gosh, that'll be confusing when she shows up for Mr. Bumpercar's wedding. Margaret Thatcher isn't coming to Mr. Bumpercar's wedding. Well, then what are you so worried about?
Hey, come on, kitten. Let's man the door. Who are they?
Oh, you told me to invite the Shriners.
I'm in Elliot and Paula Shriner. Up the street. Whoa. Check out the bride.
George, I've got to see Lynn.
Well, you will. You're going to marry him.
No, I've got to talk to him now.
No, seeing the groom before the wedding.
Oh, but
Please, not another word. Come on, Mom, let's get things started.
Okay. Places, everyone.
I'm bewitched by you so. No, not in springtime, summer, winter, or fall. No, never could I leave you. At all.
Lynn, could I talk to you?
Not now.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today.
Stop, please. I'm sorry, but there's really something we have to talk about.
Can't it wait?
I'm afraid it can't.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you excuse us for a moment? Chat amongst yourselves.
Louise, what's going on? Have you had a change of heart?
Not exactly. More like a change of address. I'm being called back to Africa.
What?
The university at Butare. They need me to come back and lead a guerrilla census.
Why can't they count them?
Well, it's not as simple as that. A census could take over a year. And also, they've offered me a faculty position. I guess we better brush up on our Kinyarwanda.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, you guys better hurry up. Goulet's running out of material.
So, what gives?
Well, it seems that Louise has been recalled to Rwanda.
Hey, that's neat.
Well, wait a minute. If you're her husband, that means that you're...
I'd be going with her.
Well, what are you going to do, Mr. Belvedere? I mean, that would mean you'd be leaving us.
I spent 6 years with this family. They've been some of the warmest and happiest moments of my life. But now, I think it's time for Louise and I to find a life of our own. And if that means traipsing through the mud with my wife, then that's what I want to do.
Well, we can't tell you how much we're going to miss you, big guy, but, well, you sure as hell have our blessings.
I guess we always sort of knew you were going to leave someday.
And I can't think of a happier way for you to go.
As best man, I'd like to remind everyone that, we have a wedding to attend.
Do you, Louise Marie Gilbert, take this man to be your lawful wedded husband?
I do.
And do you, Lynn Aloysius Belvedere, take this woman to be your lawful wedded wife?
I do.
Then by the authority vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
I'm ready.
The cab's outside, Lynn.
Well, as you know, I was never one for long goodbyes. George?
Belvedere?
After your many threats, I'm glad you never fired me.
Yeah, me too. Don't take any wooden bananas.
Mr. Belvedere, I just can't say goodbye.
Then don't. I've left the recipes. Be gentle to them.
I'll try.
So long, Mr. Belvedere. Thanks for everything.
I regret I shan't see you graduate. You are graduating.
Yeah, I am.
I love you, Mr. Belvedere.
I love you, Heather.
You know, if you weren't so old, I would have married you myself. You know what I mean.
You know, I'm losing my best friend.
Wesley, I've known heads of state and many celebrities, but none have given me finer memories than you. I shall savor our moments together, even the embarrassing and painful ones, which account for most of them. Though you are an Owens, I shall always think of you as a son.
Lynn, I'm afraid we have to go.
Oh, yes, the meter must be running. Well, ta-ta.
Who's gone?
Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
From the master of suspense.
To all my dear Owens, married life has been rather hectic here in the Virunga Mountains. First, Louise and I enjoyed our abba-dabba honeymoon. Now we fill our days counting gorilla noses. I miss you dearly, but being around apes keeps the spirit of the Owens family alive indeed. Oops, that's close. Louise is calling. Love to all, Lynn. P.S. When you notice I've left my journal behind, don't bother to send it. Perhaps someday I'll drop by and pick it up myself.